What's up? My name is Charles, and about a year and a half ago, I was shot in the neck. As a result, I am now paralyzed. I'm a level T4 quadriplegic, and I'm making this video to show other quadriplegics that have full use of their arms what they can do to get stronger for car transfers or everyday things around the house. It's early. It's about 3:19, but you gotta get it in. First, I'm going to start off with sit-ups and cross sit-ups. 8 sets of 25 of the sit-ups and 8 sets of 50 on the cross sit-ups. The sit-ups are for my top abs and the cross sit-ups are for my lower abs. Then I'm going to do 500 push-ups in sets of 25 for my chest and my arms. Then I'm going to do flies and pull-ups, 3 sets of 10 for my scapulars. Then I will do wheelchair push-ups, 3 sets of 20 for my chest and my triceps. After, I will do dumbbell press. First thumbs up 30 reps, second thumbs in 30 reps, third will be something like modified flies, 30 reps of those, and I will do 10 sets. And those are for my chest, my triceps, and also my biceps. Then I will do tricep press, 4 sets of 20. Next, I will do shoulder lifts, 4 sets of 50. And last, I will do forearm curls, 4 sets of 50. I like to have something to listen to while I'm working out. Sometimes it's Bishop T.D. Jakes or Creflo Dollar or my own pastor from Higher Dimension Church, Pastor Terrence Johnson. But today I will be listening to E.T. the Hip Hop Teacher.
Gotta live till the mic turns off. But now I'm here, I cannot go soft. I found myself when the rest got lost. I'll be the last one that they write off. I gotta live till the mic turns off. But now I'm here, I cannot go soft. I found myself when the rest got lost. I'll be the last one that they write off.
What up? It's your boy E.D. That's right, baby, with a special Cairo, Egypt edition of Thank God It's Monday. Man, as you can see, man, the Sinesta Hotel, we here. You see the conference. Let me just show you real quick. You see the conference, Egypt. got 3 principles for y'all, 3 quick principles, baby. All right, we in Cairo, Egypt, getting it done. Listen to me, this first quarter living, baby. I cannot believe it that we're here in Egypt, all right? First principle, number 1. All right, get this one in your spirit. Success demands that you take risk. You gotta be a risk taker. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Man, a lot of people, when I read the Facebook comments, it was like, E.T., this is not the time. E.T., don't do it. I read one that really blew my mind. Said, E.T., you'll get this opportunity again. And I'm thinking to myself, you got to do it now. E, for real. Remember what I told you. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always got. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You got to do something different if you want to get something different. And I realized, like, for real, I got to take this chance. I got to take this chance. And I did it, baby. We're here in Egypt. You got to take risks. Listen to me. I'm so grateful I did it. I spoke to over 10,000 people. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Over 10,000 people. Biggest gig I've ever done in my life, man. They treated me like royalty. We did the pyramids, baby. Are you hearing what I'm saying? We hit the marketplace, baby. We did it big. This was a life-changing experience, all right? Your boy now is international on a whole nother level. Are you hearing me? Number 1, man, success demands that you take risks, baby. All right, so there's some of y'all out there, the reason why you'll never go to the next level is you keep doing the exact same thing, the exact same way, waiting for something in your life to change. I'm here to tell you, you got to step out in the deep. You hear me? You got to step out. Now, this was a calculated risk. We talked to our mentors. We called the embassy, all right? We prayed about it, right? We did what we had to do to make sure that it was a calculated move, but sometimes you can't stay where you are and think you're going to go somewhere else. You got to take risks. And so we're here, baby. Cairo getting it done. Your boy E.T. was on the camera. Are you hearing what I'm saying? All the way in Egypt, baby. Cairo, you know what it do. Hey, remember I told you. Think big, dream big, but start small. All right? Anything is possible, man. Not just the horseback ride, the camels, baby. It was a chance of a lifetime, and I took that chance. Number 2, listen to me. Bring it in. Number 2, you better hear what I'm telling you, all right? Because this thing is serious. I want you in 2012, I want you to be able to go to a whole nother level. Number 2, what blew my mind about the conference and blew my mind about Egypt is they hungry. Listen to me, success demands that you have an insatiable appetite for knowledge. And one of the things I've discovered over here, people were taking notes. They was like focused. They was like locked in, right? As soon as I got to speak, listen to me. English is not even their first language, and you would have thought they spoke English. Unlike a lot of young people I see at home, education is free. You got the opportunity to go to school. You got libraries, right? You all off on the internet, and you're not taking advantage of school. Number 2, I realized, look at this place, man. I realized that knowledge is power, and some people understand it. When I got up and I talked about the secrets to success, it was like they heard it a million times. They locked in. They wanted it. Every word that was coming out of my mouth, they was eating it up. Writing, taking notes, doing it. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Number 2, baby, you got to have an insatiable, listen to me, stay with me. You got to have an insatiable appetite for success, all right, for knowledge. You got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. And that's what I realized being here, that there's some people that don't have what we have, all right? They don't get every opportunity that we get, right? And so you got to take advantage of it, all right? Here go my final one. My final one, man, I realized when you're dealing with success, listen to me very closely. When you're dealing with success, you can't never give up. You've heard me say this before, right? You've heard me say this before. You've heard me say this before, all right? But you got to believe. Believe in what? Believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You got to believe in the dark. Do you understand there was times I was doing this over the last 20 years and I couldn't see it. I wanted to quit. I wanted to give up. I wanted to stop. But look, are you looking at the footage? Had I stopped at any point, last night wouldn't have been a reality. Are you hearing me? Last night, over 10,000 people. You can't give up on your dreams. And that's the thing I learned from Egypt, baby. Listen to me. Every time you go in the lab, you got to believe it's possible. Every time you go in the lab, every time you practice, every time you get an opportunity, you got to know that each one, you build off of each one, and one day going to be your day. 10,000 people, baby. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I'll never forget it. The first time I went to an elementary school and talked to 60 kids, but in the back of my mind, I believed that one day I would talk in front of audiences. So I just want you to know, listen to me, this is the third point. You got to get it. Impossible, baby, is nothing. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in your dream. You got to believe one day it's going to be your moment. One day you going to own the moment. Listen to me, impossible is just a big find it easier to live in the world that they've been given than to explore the power they have to change it. Impossible is not a fact. Impossible is only an opinion. Impossible is not a declaration. It's a dare. Impossible is potential. Impossible is temporary. Impossible is nothing.
Texas. Largest selection, low price guarantee, and a free lifetime warranty on every new vehicle. Check out this great offer or go to springcjt.com. Get to Spring Jeep for the best deals of the year during their Big Finish Sales event. They have the largest selection of Jeeps in Texas. Take the top off a new Wrangler for $20,999. Or how about a new Jeep Patriot for $199 a month? Or check out the new Grand Cherokee, the most awarded SUV ever. Spring Jeep has them for $25,488. And every Jeep in Spring comes with a free lifetime warranty. Low price, big selection, and a free lifetime warranty. No wonder they're number one. Shop 24/7 at springjeep.com.
I gotta live till the mic turns off. But now I'm here, I cannot go soft. I found myself when the rest got lost. I'll be the last one that they write off. I gotta live till the mic turns off. But now I'm here, I cannot go soft. I found myself when the rest got lost. I'll be the last one that they write off.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy E.T. and welcome to a 2012 edition of Thank God It's Monday. Look, baby, listen to me. If you don't hear nothing else I'm saying this year, this is the year to believe. Hear what I'm telling you. This is the year to believe. I need you to do me a huge favor. If you're not going to believe, don't even watch me. If you're not going to believe that this is your year, look, if you ain't going to believe this is it, baby, if you're not going to believe that you're going to have it, you're going to do it, you're going to accomplish it, you're going to be it, look, if you don't believe that, then cut me off. I'm trying to tell you from experience that this is the year, and all you need to do to make it happen, number one, is to believe it, baby. Watch me real close. I chose this place for a reason. You looking like E. What's here, E? That nothing, absolutely nothing is here. That's right, because all roads to lack in now. Excuses, it's over. Listen to me, disappointment, it's over. Failure, it's over. All roads that lead to destruction, to failure, to lack, it's is your year. All right, this is my year for what, E? Man, this is your year to live your vision, man. This is the year, man. What would your life look like if you were walking in your dreams? If you were living out your dreams? How would your life be different? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Now, I'm telling you to believe what I'm telling you. Why? I'm telling you that all roads in there because all roads in there for me. All right? Man, I was in the office, and I was in the office this week with a student, man, and we were just talking about, you know, some mistakes they made, and they just broke out in tears. Let me tell you what I told them. I said, cry. Let it burn. Cry. Get it out your system. I want you to be so hurt. I want you to be so disappointed with disappointments that you say enough is enough. Like flat out. I can't take this no more. I can't take defeat no more. I can't take losing no more. I can't take lack no more. Aren't you tired of borrowing? Don't you want to lend? Aren't you tired of being the doggone end, the tail, the bottom? So this is it, baby. I want to show you something. I robbed you. I want to show you something because some people, some dude on Twitter was like, he's over the top. Let me tell you something. I'm living this. I don't know if you can see it. The check says Nike. I used to buy Nikes. Now I got a check that say paid to the order of Eric D. Thomas. And you can see there right there's the date. 12/01/11. That's how your boy ended the year off. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? I used to be homeless. I used to be a high school dropout. And somebody said, well, what happened? I started believing in myself. I started believing. You hear what I'm telling you? And I started in January just like you. And I went through February just like you. And I went through March just like you. And I went through April just like you. And I went to the third quarter. And I went to the fourth quarter. And bam! I'm on payroll with Nike, baby. I'm on payroll with Nike, baby. No more lack for your boy. I'm taking it to the next level. I'm not just talking about it, I'm being about it. And so this is our year, baby. No more lack. You don't see nothing out here. You don't see nothing out here. No more lack, y'all. No more lack. This is your year to blow up. This is your year to do it, and we're going to do it together. I'm your life coach. I'm your motivator. I'm your inspirator. Are you hearing me? I'm your boy, man. I'm going to help you make this thing happen. It's not just about ET. But one thing we got to do is we got to get to this place where all roads end. You read my book. I got to a point where I said enough is enough. I ain't crying no more. I'm not giving no excuses no more. I ain't got no good reasons no more. Enough is enough. So quickly, 3 things I need you to do for me as we get started. The first thing I need you to do for me, baby, is show up. You heard me, Jeremy. That's right, I said show up. We talked about recently a kid who wasn't even supposed to be in college. He graduated from high school in Huntsville, Alabama, and my man did not graduate with the type of degree that you need to go to the next level. But guess what? He just showed up in college, and they made a mistake. They let my man in. They enrolled my man. They didn't know. He ended up getting his 2-year degree after they were doing all this paperwork. Come to find out that he really didn't have the type of high school diploma. They have 3 in Huntsville, Alabama. He had the kind that, you know, you can't really go to college with that type of degree. It's just one of those degrees that said that you went to school, you know, you completed high school, all right, but academically you didn't make it happen. And so they started doing their homework. They pulled everybody to the table. They want to know, how did this boy get through? And they asked him, like, you were remedial. How did you pass this class? They brought the teachers together. They thought it was a conspiracy. Teachers came together and said he got tutoring. He stayed after class. And they finally met with my man one-on-one because they were like, we can't get my man his degree. He didn't have the right paperwork, but yet he went through 2 years of school and he passed all his classes. And they asked my man one question. They said, how did you do it? He said, well, all I did was showed up. I came to every class. I came early. I stayed late. I got a tutor. I did whatever I had to do. I just showed up. I'm telling you, in 2012, baby, if you're going to make it happen, the first thing you got to do to be successful, you just got to show up. I showed up for 12 straight years and got the 4-year degree. I showed up for 2 and got the master's. Right now, I'm working on a PhD. I'm in the last process of it. How did I do it? How did I do it as a high school dropout? As somebody that didn't do real well on standardized tests, I just showed up. And I'm telling you, in 2012, all roads to failure in right now. All roads to lack in right now. If you are willing to, for 24/7, for 24/7, I'm telling you, the secret is to show up. If you show up every single day of 2012, you're going to have it. If you show up every day in 2012, you're going to be it. If you show up in 2012, 24/7, you are going to be able to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. accomplish, but you got to be willing to put in the work, baby. Listen to me. Sleep is for suckers. Can you see it? I want to make sure you can see it. Sleep is for suckers. We ain't talking about getting rest. Yeah, you need your rest. It's okay to get rest. Rest means that you are giving your body the energy that it needs to recuperate, to do the things that you got to do. We're not talking about sleep. You go to bed when you want to. You wake up when you want to. Sleep is for suckers. So number one, baby, I need you to show up. You hear me? I need you to show up. Number two, I need you to work. ET ain't the smartest. Hey, but I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to outwork most people because I'm going to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning every morning. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. How you hear me? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. And your boy ET is up making it happen. I'm not smarter. I'm more disciplined. Number two, man, 24/7. You got to work. You got to work. You see it in there. My man got it in the shirt. You get the reward when you work. You got to work. There's no shortcuts in life. There's no shortcuts in life. If you're going to be successful, if you're going to make it happen. All right, so here goes my last one, right? My last one. You see the check, baby. It's a vision. It starts with a vision. It starts with a vision. It starts with what you see in your mind. Can you do that for me? Stop telling me what your mama said you're going to be, what your daddy said you're going to be. Stop telling me what the teacher told you you can't do. Stop telling me what the counselor told you you can't accomplish. I'm not interested. I don't care what they think about you. I care about what you think about you. And so I need you to cast the vision for me. I need you to cast. That's what happened last year. That's how the book didn't get done by osmosis. I just didn't wake up one day and just start writing the book. It was a vision. I said, I got to do it in 2011. I got to stop talking about it. I got to do it. And we sold over 3,000 copies in a couple months. So you hear what I'm trying to tell you. And so the last thing I need you to do, I don't believe there's magic in paper. So, because you can color coordinate it, you can laminate it, right? You can get linear with that boy, right? You can color code it, right? You can bold it, highlight it. I'm not saying that there's any magic in paper. Just because you write it down, people write stuff down all the time. It don't mean it's going to happen. But if I'm going to help you, I got to know what you want. If you're going to help you, you got to know what you want. So I don't care what you did last year, you wrote it down, it didn't work. You wrote it down in 209, it didn't work, right? 2010, it didn't work. I could care less. It's a brand new year. We starting over from scratch. Remember, all roads to failure, all roads to lack, all roads to excuses, those are over. All right? It can't happen if you can't see it. And so we're going to write it down, and we're going to spend the rest of the year chopping it off. We're going to spend 24/7. We're not even going to try to get it all done right now. Did you see the check to Nike? It was 12/1/11. It didn't happen to the end of the year. The call to Egypt didn't happen to the end of the year. The call to Vegas didn't happen for the end of the year. Fourth quarter. So we're not going to try to get it all done at once. But what we are going to do, and I'm letting you go because I need you to handle this, what we are going to do is write every single idea down. Every single dream down. Every single idea. We're going to write it down, and we're going to spend the next 12 months chopping away with it. I told you before, Abraham Lincoln said if he had 4 hours to cut down a tree, he'd spend the first 3 sharpening his tool. So write it down. Write it down. I don't care how big it is. I don't care how small it is. I don't care what people think about it. Listen to me. Write it down. It's your dream. If you were living your dream, baby. If you were walking your dream. If you were breathing your dream. If you were eating your dream. If you were consumed by your dream, what would it look like? And we're going to spend the rest of the year getting there. You know what I'm telling you? So write it down. Hey, it's your boy E.T. saying, look, you can have it. You can do it. You can be it. This is our year. This is the year to believe like we've never believed before. This is the year to walk out our vision. This is the year to get from the bottom to the top. This is the year not to have lack, not to want. This is the year, baby. This is the year to do it. If we can't do it in 2012, when are we going to do it? If we can't do it now, when are we going to do it? So forget about your past, because that's exactly what it is. Listen to me, it's your boy E.T., man. We're going to get it done and make the rest of your life. Listen to me, make the rest of your life the best of your life. And remember, without struggle, there's no progress. So we all going to struggle on the way, but we're going to get it done. I'll see you with your vision statement, with your vision plan next week. Thank God it's Monday!
a manly Christmas, we have free swinging flannel with gussets for your armpits so you'll move like a man. This shirt is great, lift up things with ease, but beware of beavers that fall out of trees. Duluth Trading free swinging flannel with armpit gussets so a man's free to move like a man. Get one at DuluthTrading.com and have a manly Christmas.
It's surreal. Every engagement I do, I just think about the fact that, where I started from. And I know, for most people, it's like, yo, E, man, you always talking about, homeless, whatever, high school dropout, but you got to understand, man, when I was there, I dreamed that things would be better, but I didn't know that they were going to be better. And so after every engagement, it's a realization of, wow, visions, are real.
I know what I've been coming, but I feel as if we made it. Imagination is greater than public education. Quotations, I'm just saying, never let your dreams be taken. Take the hit, you build it up and bring it down. That's motivation.
Man, it feels good to finally be in Las Vegas, Nevada. What I'm saying? I've been here before, so I came here before, to play, for entertainment, but, I'm here to motivate, man, and, inspire people. I came here specifically for, people who are in the business industry, to let them know, man, you can do it, for real. You can be a part of the American dream. Henry Ford said, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can, you can. With hard work, with dedication, you can go beyond, working at level performance and get to peak performance. And if you're really dedicated, you're willing to put the work in, you can get to a TF. It's funny, people think that just because I'm the motivator, just because I inspire people, that I don't need to be inspired. I need to be inspired. So I'm with Fame and Juliet, dreams of reality. And they saying, E, now that I finally made it, I can't go soft. You've been wanting this moment your whole life. And so for me, it's just like, yo, E, this is it. This is what you work for. This is what you dream for. This is what the team is putting this work into, work for. So I'm getting up saying to myself, like, E, you can't fail. Failure is not an option. You can't go up there weak. You can't go up there second guessing yourself. When you get up on that mic, there are people who are counting on you. There are people who pay thousands and thousands of dollars for you to be here. There are people who made sacrifices in terms of their time. They had other commitments. They're driven. One dude said he drove 17 hours to hear me speak. 17 hours. Him and his boy, he broke up and did, the first 700 miles, and his boy did the other 700 miles. So when I'm getting up there, man, I'm just thinking about execution. Like, you wasted so many opportunities when you were younger. You wasted so many opportunities. Like, you dropped the ball. You made so many excuses, and now you're finally here. What's crazy, man, is people are walking up to me, afterwards. Like, I remember there was a time when I first started doing what I would, speaking, people, heard me. They might have thought, it was decent. I don't know. I was younger, and they'd walk away. Now, it's like at the end of a session, people are walking up to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they value my opinion. They value my voice. And while, it's different. Of course, everybody's not saying the same thing, but there's a common thread that's running through it. Like, there's a theme. And there are three things. The first one, there are people like, yo, I never believed that I could do it. Like, I always thought success was for somebody else. I always thought climbing the corporate ladder was for somebody else. I always thought, traveling and making dreams come. That was for other people. People who grew up in this environment, or people who had these resources. I never thought, and they come up to me like, yo, E, I watch you on YouTube. Man, your stuff is contagious. Like, E, your passion is contagious. You know, like every time I get down and out, I go to YouTube and I boom hit ET Hip Hop Preacher and I get motivated. You know, like it's contagious. You enlighten me, you inspire me, you encourage me. You know, wow, you pump me up. Like when I felt like I couldn't go any further, when I wanted to quit, when I wanted to give up, when I didn't feel like getting started. Like I watch you and the words and the energy just gave me energy. I didn't have to do like an energy drink or a boost. I just you gave me what I needed to get through that day. You know, and so I think, you know, that's important. I think the last thing is, you know, that's important when, you know, people say to me, not only did you motivate me, but my son who wasn't listening to me. You know, I mean, you talk about joy. My daughter wouldn't listen to me. My nephew wouldn't listen to me. I couldn't get, you know, the individuals at my company to work at peak performance. You know, and after listening to you, after hearing you, you know, people I talk to on the phone, you know, they're like, wow, you know, you were able to give a message, make, you know, and very clear, very plain. You were able to communicate a message to a group of people I couldn't communicate to, and more specifically, people that I love. You know, so that's been the common thing, and I think that's the biggest thing. You know, some guy a brother wrote me and said that his brother tried to commit suicide. They had been talking to him and they couldn't get through him, and they let him listen to my stuff, and they said, this kid, you know how difficult life was when you try to commit suicide for our family. We lost our son, we lost our brother, and after he heard your stuff and he's been following you on YouTube every week, thank God it's Monday, and they said he's got a different perspective, they said you gave us, I mean, imagine you reading the email and the mother said you gave me my baby back, you gave my son back, a brother saying you gave me my brother back. He was lost, and now not only is he back, he's at a place in life, he's leveraged the information, he's leveraged the motivation, he's leveraged, you know, the enthusiasm, the passion that you gave him, and he leveraged that into an opportunity that he didn't even have before. And so I feel like I'm paying back pay it forward. Every person that's ever done anything for me, I feel like I'm paying them back. I feel like every time somebody walks up to me afterwards, I give them a hug, they smile with my smile. You know, I feel like I'm paying back every individual that is responsible for my success. And I can kind of hear those people saying to me, well done. You know, I can hear it, well done.
I'll be the last one that they write off. Gotta live till the mic turns off. And now I'm here, I cannot go soft. I found myself when the rest got lost. I'll be the last one that they write off. I gotta live till the mic turns off. But now I'm here, I cannot go soft. I found myself when the rest got lost. I'll be the last one that they write off.
What up, it's your boy E.D. Gotta keep it down just a little bit. As you can see, we're in the hallway of the Caesars Palace, baby, Las Vegas, Nevada. Hey, this is a special edition. This is what happens in Vegas. don't stay in Vegas. I'm exposing it all. That's right. I'm exposing it all. Listen to me. I told you before, guys. Man, listen to me. I told you before, like, this thing is real. What I told you last year, first quarter living, second quarter living, third quarter living, fourth quarter living. I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you the outcomes. Look, because some of y'all think I'm just talking. You know what I'm saying? He just motivation. He just passion. He just pumped up. He just geek. No. This thing is real. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And I'm about to take you into my suite. That's right. I'm about to take you into my suite. I just did yesterday the NFL Players Association conference, and today the affiliate summit in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm about to take y'all in the room, and I'm about to show you what happens when you put in work the first quarter, when you put in work the second quarter, when you put in work the third quarter, when you put in work the fourth quarter. I'm about to show you what happens. That's right. When you come to January, your January is going to look so different if you do what I told you to do. So come on, we got to go quickly because I'm making too much noise. Yeah, baby. Come inside. Yeah. Oh, man. Come on. I just want you to come with me. Look, last year I told you for real, man, if you work hard, like if you're willing to grind, if you're willing to sacrifice sleep, right? If you're willing to sacrifice the unnecessary pleasures, like if you willing to do it, I'm talking about really put forth 120% effort. Just know, listen to me, just know. We're talking about, listen to me. I'm gotta make sure you understand. I'm about to take you on a tour, but I gotta make sure that you understand that what happened in January, February, March, April, May, June, come on, July, August, September, October, November, December, all the work that I was putting forth, everything I put forth, everything I did in 2011, guess what? All of that spilled over into 2012. We're talking about January, y'all. This ain't February. This ain't March. The NFL's Players Association yesterday. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Las Vegas, Nevada today, the affiliate summit. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It all spilled over. So everything you do in 2011, if you did what I told you you were supposed to do, you're about to reap the benefits in 2012. So I just gotta show you. I know most of y'all used to this. Like for real, most of y'all watching, you've been in this kind. You do this kind of hotel every time, right? Yeah. Okay, I know. Come here. I'm gonna show you something. Okay. I can't. Listen to me. I ain't know where to sit when I came in. I just kind of chill right here. Your boy just came in like a kid in the candy store. I just chill right here. I thought I had a hotel with the NFL's Players Association. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm going to show it to you because I got that too. I filmed that. I want to make sure every little kid, right, every kid who's growing up right now, you know, in unfavorable circumstances, what they would call disadvantaged. I'm doing this because I want you to know if E.T., if I can do it, anybody can do it. That's why I said what happens in Vegas ain't going to stay in Vegas. I'm not going to make you think that I'm the only one that can do it, that you can't do it. I'm about to show you everything because what I want you to know is that you can do it, all right? If you're willing to make the sacrifice, you can make this thing happen. Come on. Ooh. All the work, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm so geeked up. I'm so pumped up right now. Because I worked so hard in 2011. I worked so hard. And I'm telling you, if you work hard, if you do what you're supposed to do, you're going to reap the benefits, right? So they got another one in there, another flat screen on the wall right there. I came in here and I chill. Look at that couch. I know you live in large like this. You got the couch boy in your room. I know you watching. You already got it, right? The bed was so nice, y'all. The bed was so nice. I didn't even know about. I'm like flat out. I don't even think I'm gonna sleep on the bed. I went and just slept on the couch. I didn't know if I wanted to put them two, I put them two couches together, sleep on it. See what I'm talking about, man? This thing, come here. I want to show you something else. All right, so when I got here, I'm thinking the bathroom. I got caught up, man. Look at the walk-in closet. You see the walk-in closet? My closet. Okay, I don't know if my closet is this. It might be long, but I don't know if it's this. The depth is like this. The width is like that. You see? All right. So then I thought I was doing something. I saw the bathroom. Come on, wait till you see the bathroom. I ain't been in this yet. It's too deep for me, the jacuzzi. I ain't been in the jacuzzi yet, right? The jacuzzi. Oh, look at the bathroom. Come here. I want y'all to see this, right? Because this is one of the things I struggle with my shower at home. Look, this could be you, young people. For real, I don't care where you live. I don't care what your circumstances are, what your situation is. All right, listen to me. I don't care where you start. It's not about how you start the race. It's how you finish it, all right? It's not where you are right now. It's where you believe you can be, okay? So I don't care if you live in the projects. You know, I don't care if you don't like where you live in. If you live in above the poverty line, right at it, right under it, it don't make a difference, all right? All right, watch this. Watch this. This is my favorite part. I gotta show y'all something. But y'all know I got marble in my kitchen at the crib. Don't you just love? Don't you just love? I don't even want to go to the crib. I want to call my wife, see if she can come. And watch this. I know y'all already got this. This ain't impressive to y'all, but I don't have one of these at the crib. All right, I don't have one of these. Y'all know I love ESPN, right? I hit I just was playing with this little thing, and I hit ESPN just to see what was going on. Oh, did you see that? The TV, I know you got one of these in the crib already. The TV right there in the shower, right here on the wall, not on the outside, but right inside the mirror. So when I'm taking my shower, I got it. And can you get that for me, Carl? I just want them to see what kind of speakers they are. We not just playing with any kind of speakers up there. We got the Bose speakers. I thought I put it on ESPN. I don't know what's going on. I thought I put on, there we go. That's it. ESPN. I'm sorry, y'all. I had something else on, but that's what I'm talking about. ESPN, baby. Right there. We're going to just leave that TV on right quick. Look, I got to give y'all a couple points before I get up out of here. The special edition of Thank God. It's Monday. All right. 3 points, y'all. You got to get this. Come on. Right here. You got to get this one. All right. My challenge, though, before I give you my 3 points, this year is different because I'm challenging you. That's right. I'm challenging you. I dare you. All right. I dare you. I got three levels that we're talking about this year. The first one is level performance. All right. I'm daring you. Those of you, you're not even like for real. You ain't even on your level. I'm daring you. I'm daring you in 2012 to get on your level. To at least operate. And what do you mean by that? Like for real. Like if your teacher tell you should read this, you should do that. You're doing that. I want you to get to a point that whatever your level is, you're operating at level performance, all right? And then I'm challenging those of you who are like just, you at your level. You're doing enough for real to be sweet. You're doing enough to be sweet, right? But you ain't really taking it to that next level. I'm challenging you to get to peak performance. I'm talking about everything you got, like everything you got, you put for 100%. You're doing a little bit more than the teacher telling you to do, right? You're not just coming to class. You coming to class 5-10 minutes early, right? You staying late. You at peak performance. And then I'm challenging those of you like myself who are peak performance. I'm challenging you to an elite effort. You feel what I'm telling you? Elite effort. I'm talking about doing what blows your mind, right? Like not just working hard, not just putting forth a whole bunch of effort, but I'm talking about elite effort, elite performance. That you're doing things that's blowing your mind. That you're doing things that like you didn't believe that you could possibly do. All right. So here's my TGIM challenge for this week. This Monday and for the rest of the week, I challenge you not to cheat yourself. Yeah, you heard what I said. I challenge you not to cheat yourself, and specifically not to cheat yourself in terms of time. I want you to show up. Listen to what I'm telling you. I want you to show up. I want you to give me 100% effort, no matter where you are, right? Level performance, peak performance, elite performer. Wherever you are, I challenge you, all right, to show up. That every opportunity you get, you don't cheat yourself. You putting 24 hours in. You're making the most out of your 24/7, all right? You're making the most out of your 24/7. You hear me? That's my challenge to you, all right? So here's the 3 points, real quick. You saw it. I gave you, all right, behind the scenes. I let you into my life, all right? So this is what you need to understand. You need to understand that this reality that you're looking at right now was created last year, all right? You hear what I'm saying? You got to hear me. That whatever it is that you want, whatever it is you want to accomplish, whatever it is you want to do, you have to understand that you got to put in 12 months. You got to put in 12 months. So when you get to listen to me, when you get to January, now my January last year started sweet. I don't know if y'all remember, I was at Duke, right, with my boy, Coach Mike Davis, right, UAB. I was there at the game, right, was in the sweet hotel, right, started the year off strong. And then I went from last year in January to being at Duke, right, to speaking with the basketball team, doing my thing, traveling with them throughout the year to the NFL. Do you see the leap? Do you see the leap in the year? Do you see where the effort, where the performance, do you see where it got me now to Vegas? So you got to understand something for me. Don't cheat yourself. That's my challenge. Don't say I'm tired, I need to take a nap when you're not. Listen to me. I'm not saying don't take a nap. I'm not saying don't rest. But I'm saying don't do it during the times where you're supposed to be working, where you're supposed to be investing in yourself, all right? So number one, whatever you want in January of that new year, it's only going to happen based on what you've done that entire year, all right? All right, so that's number one. My reality in 2012, the stuff that's happening to me for 24, we just got started. So you know I didn't do anything in January to get to where I am right now. So it all started last year, January. So I need you to get started, baby. I need you to stop crying. I need you to stop whining. I need you to stop dreaming all the time, right? Pac said the only thing that comes to a dreamer is sleep. Like, I need you to wake your butt up. You hear me? Wake your butt up and get ready for 2014. You start working today. Now, you might have missed it. I just gave you principle number 2. I just gave it to you. I am where I am, listen to me, because of what I did yesterday. I am where I am because of what I did yesterday. All right? But you better hear what I'm telling you. What I did yesterday is not going to help me in 2014. All right? So what I did yesterday got me to where I am today. But what I did yesterday is not going to help me to stay where I am today. Do you understand me? If I just chill and relax, that my efforts in 2012, right? My efforts in 2012 are going to predict my efforts in 2013. So I can't live off of 20. Listen to me. I can't go into 2013 living off of what I did in 2012. What have you done for me lately? So listen to me. Your efforts, what you do in 2012, right, is going to determine what happens in 2013. So I'm going to say it again. What I did yesterday got me to where I am today. But what I do today will determine how long I stay where I am today and how far I go tomorrow. You got that? All right, make sure you get it. Now, number 3, this is critical. You don't get out of life what you want. You get what you earn. So I told you before, stop all that whining and crying. If you're not where you want to be, you need to go back to that 24-hour schedule and you need to see, what did I do wrong? Remember, we ended the year off with that assessment? I didn't ask you to do that assessment to throw it away. You better get it and keep it in your pocket. You better keep it and get it and put it in your wallet. You better keep that thing with you, because what you're going to do is you're going to make the adjustments every time out. Whether it's a full time, whether it's a 30-second, whether it's halftime, whether it's after a game, right? Because even after a loss, there's some stuff you can learn. You understand? Thomas Edison, when he messed up, he said those 10,000 tries, all right, were lessons. So that 10,001, bam, we got it now, light. And so I need you to understand that you don't get what you want. I didn't get here because I was trained. I didn't get here because I just wished for this, just because I wrote it down. I got here because I earned this, right? And I'm not bragging at all. Don't get me twisted. I'm not bragging. But the Mondays I came out and I did those TGIMs. The schools I went to for free, right? The schools I went to for pay. The reading, the writing, the going to class, the staying up late, right? The working when nobody else wanted to work, the getting up at 3:30 in the morning. I earned it. Can I be honest with y'all, man? Yesterday with the NFL, my girl Leslie, right? Come here today, Sean, Eric, let me tell you something. When I looked in the room, the NFL, the things they did for me, when I came and I saw this room, I'm like, wow, these people are willing to invest in me. But you know, there was a still small voice that said, the only reason they're willing to invest in you like this, the only reason they're willing to put up this kind of money for you and bring you to a place like this, is because you invested in you first. Are you hearing what I'm saying? They don't want for me as bad as I want for me to be successful. All right, so it's your boy E.T. Listen to me very carefully. Don't cheat yourself. That's it. You got it? Don't cheat yourself. All right, others could possibly cheat you, get away with some stuff, steal some stuff. I don't know, but don't cheat yourself. Get a journal. I need you to get a success journal, and I need you to write down 2013. You're going to start 2013 right now. In January, right? January, the 3rd Monday of the year, you're going to write down 2013, and you're going to tell me what you're going to be doing in January, where you're going to be at in January, and guess what? We're going to like that lion and that gazelle. Remember I told you about the lion and the gazelle? Every single day you wake up. Every single day you wake up. Every single day you wake up, you're going to look at what you wrote down for 2013. You're going to look down, you're going to look and say, where am I going to be? What am I going to be doing? You're going to look at it. You're going to look at it. And you're going to wake up every single day. You're going to put forth effort to do it. And I guarantee you're going to wake up in 2013. Your boy, high school dropout, I know y'all tired of hearing it. Homeless, I know you're tired of hearing it. But I ain't supposed to be here. According to my teachers, according to statistics, the stats, according to the numbers, I'm not supposed to be here. But you can have, you could do, you could be whatever you want to be. All right? As long as you're willing to understand, you got to put forth, you got to pay to play. Do you understand? You got to pay to play. But I know you can do it. So it's your boy E.T., man, with a special edition of Shh. What happens in Vegas don't stay in Vegas. I'm opening up a can of worms. I'm telling it all. That you can get here, you can be here, and you can have this. But remember, you got to forget what happened in 2011. Make the rest of your life the best of your life. It's your boy E.T.
gotta live till the mic turns off. But now I'm here, I cannot go soft. I found myself when the rest got lost. I'll be the last one that they write off. I gotta live till the mic turns off. But now I'm here, I cannot go soft. I found myself when the rest got lost. I'll be the last one that they write off.
I know we're up and coming, but I feel as if we made it. Imagination is greater than public education. Quotations, I'm just saying, never let your dreams be taken. Take the hatred, build it up and bring it down, that's motivation. Success is waiting, so why ignore it when you can meet it? Tomorrow morning, they're yelling, where you going? Touring, open up the curtains. As of now, I'm loving what I'm doing, so it's worth it. I was told it wasn't meant to be. Yeah, that's what they said to me. Middle school a loser, now I'm standing with integrity. And they see, maybe he just may be greater than he may seem. Put together my team, I dream reality.
I gotta live till the mic turns off. But now I'm here, I cannot go soft. I found myself when the rest got lost. I'll be the last one that they write off. I gotta live till the mic turns off. But now I'm here, I cannot go soft. I found myself when the rest got lost. I'll be the last one that they write off.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy E.T. Hey, we did it, baby. 2012. I think we can say Happy New Year. That's right, baby. The first Monday. The first Monday. Let's get it. All right? Listen to what I'm saying. This 2012. Let's get it. 2011 is over. I don't care how successful you were. It's a wrap. It's over. I don't care how much of a failure you thought you were. It's a wrap, baby. We all have one thing in common. Happy New Year. It's a clean slate. That's right. Your boy E.T. said it. It's a clean slate. So you can have it. You can do it. You can be it. All right? But you got to do me a favor. Last year, we came out in 2011, and we talked about getting to the spot. We talked about getting to the spot, baby. That was our thing. We gonna get to the spot because in the spot is miracle territory. That's how it went viral. I was where I was supposed to be when I was supposed to be there, and I did my thing. All right, and you took me from just an advisor at Michigan State to being worldwide. All right, but I'm taking you to a whole nother level. This is not the year to get to the spot. We've been there. We've done that. All right. Now, listen to me. It ain't about miracle territory this year. All right? We've been in miracle territory. Now, 2012, the theme, baby, you got to feel it. You got to love it. The theme is accept the challenge. You heard what I said, baby. Accept the challenge. All right? And so, there's some things you accomplished. That was, look, 2011. Forget about it. I wrote the book in 2011. It's a wrap. It's over. I did the iTunes. It's a wrap. It's over. It's 2012. We're trying to do the second book. All right? We're trying to make sure the audio book come out. You hear what I'm saying? We're trying to pursue and get that PhD. Are you hearing what I'm saying? 2012, accept the challenge. So, 3 things you need to do for me. Now listen to me. This is your year, baby. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. This is your year. This is your year. I got to say it before we get started. I don't care what happened in 2011. This is your year. All right? What you did in 2011 doesn't count. They say an artist is only as good as his last piece. And so get to that masterpiece. 2011 is over. 2012, get to that masterpiece. So I'm going to leave you with 3 things, baby. 3 things. Number 1, first thing you got to do, man, to accept the challenge, all right? We got to get rid of pain this year, all right? No excuses. I put up with it last year. Don't call me. Don't write me about pain. Listen to me. All roads to success, you got to go through pain. They all success. When you travel down success, you got to go through the road of pain, baby. I told you before, if it was easy, everybody would do it. Forget about it. If you think it's going to be easy, if you think you just going to get that business started without any trials or tribulations, forget about it. You had a baby when you were in college. If you think it's going to be easy to graduate with a child, you got to work 8 hours a day. You got to go to school. change your mindset. All right? We got to stop looking at pain as if it's something negative. All right? Listen to me. If it was easy, everybody would do it. No pain, no gain. But I guarantee you, if you can outlast pain, if you can get through that pain, if you can get through that discomfort, all right? If you can outlast that discomfort, I guarantee you, baby, on the other side of it is success. Remember what your boy told you. All right? If you're going to be in pain, get something out of it. And in 2012, we're not going to look at pain as something negative. We're going to look at it as something positive. The pain is about to take us pain. We're about to go through a little pain, and then we're going to have a whole bunch of victory. You hear what I'm saying? So change your mindset. Change how you see pain. I want you to welcome it. You heard me say it before. How comfortable can you be with being uncomfortable? All right? All right? Well, easy to write the book. Right? It's not easy being in a PhD program. Listen to me, your boy is not a writer. I'm not a reader. That's not my strength. But if you know anything about an advanced degree, all it's about is reading and writing. All right? So listen to me. Second thing, and I just gave it to you. The second thing, as we go into 2012, all right? When you change your mindset, one of the things I want you to do is I want you to embrace the challenge, because you are about doing new things. You are about doing things that are going to stretch you. Listen to me, we're not only talking about pain, we're talking about going to pain, introducing pain to us, and then embracing pain. Are you hearing what I'm saying, baby? Are you hearing what I'm saying? I went, listen to me, I knew I was going to be embarrassed going to the PhD program. I knew my writing was suspect. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? I knew it was suspect. I knew going through a PhD program was going to be challenging because my reading level is not, where everybody else. I knew it, but I already knew I could speak. I was already a good speaker. I was born speaking. I got in trouble as a kid talking. I already knew that was a strength. And because it was a strength, I said, I'm going to go to my weakness. And if I can take my weakness and make my weakness into a strength, then I'll take it to a whole other level, baby. Oh, that's right. Dr. Thomas, oh, you couldn't tell. You couldn't. My teacher thought I was going to be a high school dropout. Let alone go to college and get a degree. Let alone go to the highest level. So listen to me. I want you to embrace it. I want you to start doing things that you've never done before. I want you to start giving stuff a try. Angelina Jolie, y'all know her. Look, man, I blew out the frame. All right, my boy called me. She was on 60 Minutes. He was like, E.T. She said she don't want to be in the Bond movie. I'm like, why wouldn't she want to be in Bond? She's an actor. Bond, like she's like a female action figure. Like, why would she want to do that? She said she didn't want to do it because she didn't want to play in Bond. She wanted to be Bond. Come on. That's next level thinking. She said, I want to be the first female Bond. James Bond. I know you ain't never heard of it before. I know you ain't never thought like that before. But she said she's taking it to another level. She's doing something she's never done before. Are you hearing what I'm saying? This is your year. This is the year to do something you've never done before. This is your year to think in a way you've never thought before. This is your year to accomplish what you've never accomplished before. And you know you can do it because you watch your boy 4 years ago come on the scene, and you watch me every single year grow and take it to an entirely different level. So you know you can do it. All right. I want you to bring it in. Listen to me. This is my last piece right here, man. My last piece is, listen to me, you got to become, not do things in excellence, you got to become excellent. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Because there's somebody out there who wants your spot. There's somebody else trying to get a scholarship. You're not the only one trying to go to Yale. You're not the only one trying to go to Harvard. You're not the only one trying to go to the NBA. You're not the only one trying to go to the NFL. And so you got to do one more push-up than they're going to do. You listen to me. It's not about, listen to me. You got to embody excellence. You gotta listen to me. It only take one extra push-up. It only take one extra mile. It only take one extra grade. It only takes one extra effort. It only takes one extra something to get you to where you're trying to get to. And the goal is you gotta go a little further than the man who's trying to get what you're trying to get. You gotta stay up a little longer. Oh, you're not hearing me. I told you, your boy get up at 3 o'clock every morning because I'm not the only motivational speaker in the world doing what I'm doing. And so, listen to me, in 2012, I dare you to try to get to success without excellence. I dare you to try to shortcut success. I dare you to try to shortchange success. It's not going to happen. There are no shortcuts to success. You can't go around it. You can't go under it. You can't go over it. The only way you can get to it is through it. And so you got to embody excellence. Every single day has to be excellent. Every single day you wake up, you got to give it all you got. You got it 120%. Don't fool yourself into thinking that this year is going to be better than last year if you're still making excuses. There are no excuses. There are no good reasons. I told you before, man, you could cheat on your girl and probably get away with it. You might be able to cheat on your boy and get away with it. You could probably cheat in a sport. You could probably cheat in some things and get away with it, but you cannot cheat success. You cannot cheat success. You got to work for it. You got to breathe it. You got to sleep it. You got to eat it. You got to put forth 120%. And so it's a brand new year, baby. We about to go get it. You can have it. You can be it. You can do it. But you got to accept the challenge. I'm going to be challenging you like I've never challenged you before. And if you're willing for 52 weeks to accept the challenge, if you're willing to meet your boy every Monday morning, if you're willing to meet me here, and if you're willing to do the things I'm asking you to do, I'm telling you, it's going to be a year like no other year. Are you hearing me? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, baby. All right? Everywhere we go. And you're going to have it, you're going to do it, you're going to be it, and you're not going to be dreaming about it. You're not going to be crying. You're not going to be talking about your dreams. You're going to be walking in them. All right? This is your season. You're going to walk in it. This is your season. I need you to walk in it. No more talking. No more dreaming. We're going to walk in it. So once again, it's your boy E.T. I'm hyped. I'm ready. I'm ready for a season of TGIM. So let's get it. Remember, without struggle, there is no progress. Without struggle, there is no progress. In order for the butterfly to fly, it's got to go through the cocoon process, baby. There's no way around it. Remember I told you last year, and I want you to stay with it. Forget about 2011. Forget about your past. Follow your boy this year. Come with me. Come with me. We're going to get it done. And we're going to, together, make the rest of our lives the best of our lives. I'm out. It's your boy E.T. Welcome to a special edition of Thank God I'm Married. Now look, I don't do this often, and the reason why I don't do it often is because this is different than TGIM. Thank God it's Monday, all right? Totally different concept. To be successful and thank God it's Monday, all you need is you to do well financially, right? You're trying to grow professionally, academically. It's me, myself, and I. But when you start talking about marriage, marriage is a different game. It's a different beat. It's not about you. All right, I'm going to give you 3 principles, but you got to catch this. Before I give you the 3, you got to catch it. It's not about me. In marriage, it's not about you. All right? It's not about your personal happiness, right? It's not about what you want, what you don't want. Listen to me. If you're going to be successful in marriage, flat out, if you want to be happy in your marriage, you got to get over you. Remember what I told you before? When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I behaved like a child. But when you get married and you want to be happy, you better grow up. You better mature real quick. It ain't about you. Life's not centered around you anymore. Now look, y'all know I'm just not out here to be out here. Y'all know that's not my MO. That's not my swag. I'm standing at this gazebo for a reason. All right? Because the principles that I have for you today, in order for those principles to work, I need you to get over the bitterness, the anger, all that. You know, my marriage ain't what it used to be. It ain't what I thought it was going to be. And I need you to go back. All right? Because sometimes when you're speaking out of or thinking out of that bitterness or that anger, you can't get to the next level. All right? So what I need you to do is I need you to remember for real, before the bills, before the kids, before the house, before the car, before the responsibilities, before the in-laws, before all the drama. All right? I need to take you back before the drama so we can get past the drama. Do you remember when the two of you sat there? You're right there. You stood right there. And you said, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, to death do us part. Well, this might be this might be for worse right here. When you said for better or for worse, this might be in sickness and in health. This might be sickness right here. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I want to take you back before all of that. When you stood here and made the vow, I didn't make it, you made it. When you stood here and made that vow, and you said to death do us part, I want you to remember what you said. And I want you to go back to when the two of you looked in each other's eyes and all you saw was happiness. When the two of you looked in each other's eyes and all you saw was a promising future. When you looked in each other's eyes and all you could see was hope. When all you could see is better days, brighter days. I need you to reflect on that, all right? Because right now your marriage may not be what you want it to be. But I want you to go back to before all the responsibilities. Go back, the honeymoon. I want you to go back. Because I believe if you could go back to this time, if we can get back here mentally, then we can get back here physically. So again, it's your boy E.T. saying, remember the gazebo, baby. Remember your wedding day. Remember how beautiful it was. And remember, if it was at that point, at some point in your life, with these principles I'm about to give you, you can get back to that point. All right, so 3 principles. The first one, man, the first one is you got to broaden, listen to me, your worldview. You got to broaden your worldview. And what do I mean by that? My boy called me the other day going through it. Girl apparently got into a car accident, right? Some crazy stuff happened, but she got in a car accident, and she was talking to my man. Phone got disconnected. He tried to call her back. He couldn't get her. He finally called her father, and guess what? She was talking to her father on the phone. He pissed. Like, E.T., I'm her husband. I cannot believe I'm trying to call her. She avoided my call. This is the kind of stuff I don't like. This is what I hate about my marriage. Like, my girl just don't respect me. I'm like, bruh, first of all, you got to understand something. You got to be man enough to deal with reality instead of putting it on your girl and saying your girl didn't answer your call and she don't respect you. You got to be man enough to ask the real questions and ask why. Why didn't your girl? Listen to me, I'm a father. And the one thing I know, I told my boy, I'm a father. I got a girl. If my daughter get into a car accident, the difference between me and when my daughter get married is her husband's going to be worried about the car, worried about insurance, worried about their bank account, worried about stuff. All I'm going to be worried about is my baby girl. Is she okay? I don't care nothing about your car. I can buy you another car. I don't care nothing about your insurance. We can give you a couple more dollars for your insurance. Hear what I'm saying? I try to explain to my boy that the reason why your girl didn't want to talk to you because she already knew you was going to go off. She's human. She knew you was going to go off. She knew you was going to have an attitude. She knew you was just going to flip off at the mouth, pissed off. But she knew her daddy, hear what I'm saying? She knew her father was going to give her a whole different type of approach. Are you hearing what I'm saying? She knew her father didn't care nothing about the car. He didn't care nothing about insurance. He didn't care. He wanted to know if his baby was all right, and sincerely. You got to broaden your view. And most of us don't do well in marriage because we always looking at it from our perspective. Bottom line, you're dealing with another grown person. You're dealing with another human that needs to know that you care about them. And so you can't always look at it from your vantage point. And that's how I had to grow up. That's how your boy E.T. had to grow up, bro. You hear what I'm saying? I had to grow up and I had to stop looking at everything from my own personal perspective. All right? And I had to start looking at what makes my girl happy. What's important to her? Like, what's her dreams? What's her goals? Now, I told you, your boy E.T. a few years ago, I put my wife in a situation where she didn't have to work. But guess what? She wasn't happy. That was my viewpoint. Like, I wanted my girl to be at the crib when I got home. I wanted my girl to work with me and do things with me. That was my vantage point. But those were 2 miserable years in her life. Why? Because my girl loved to work. Flat out, man, she was deteriorating, right? She wasn't the happy. She's a nurse, a registered nurse. She loves doing what she does. All I was looking at is, I don't like working in a 9 to 5. I don't like going to the same place every single day, 8 to 5, 9 to 5. But my girl loves that, and I made an error. I was looking at her life from my lenses. And you got to get to a point where you broaden your lens. Are you hearing me? If your marriage is going to be successful, you got to stop looking at everything from your own point of view. And you got to get in. If you want your marriage to be successful, you're going to have to get in her shoes. You're going to have to get in his shoes. You're going to have to look at your marriage from a totally I just recently did a marriage ceremony, and I had a ruler out there. And I brought the ruler out and said, you got to measure up to your spouse, right? But I got a ruler that wasn't wood. I got a rubber ruler. Why? Because I told them if you're gonna have a successful marriage, you gotta learn to bend. Are you hearing me? And too many of y'all, you like, hey, you in a fight, you in an argument, you trying to win. At the end of the day, if you win and your wife and you are not on one accord, what did you win? Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? You got off feeling good. I told her off. Well, I told him off. I gave him a piece of my mind. Well, I gave her a piece of my mind. What did you win? If your wife and you are not on one accord, what did you win? She went to her room, you went to your space, or you went to the room and she slept outside, or she went to her parents, or you went to your boys. Who wins? So you got to learn how to bend. Now you got to hear E.T. because this is deep, and you're gonna read about it in the book. In my marriage, early in the game, I had to learn. Now I ain't gonna tell you exact because I don't want to mess the book up for you. But if you read the book, you're gonna have to see where E.T. we had to make some serious decisions. Some serious decisions in our relationship about our family, about profession, about where we were going to live. And E.T. had to bend. All right? E.T. had to bend. So what do I mean by that? Sundays, man, that's my day. Sunday, all I want to do is watch the Lions, right? Whatever game come on after that. I want to get up early, eat, right? Catch ESPN. Then I want to catch, the NFC showdown, talking about the Lions and people in their division. That's my whole life. I want to catch all the games, the evening game. That's my life. Sunday, that's me. But my girl wants Sunday to be family day, so your boy E.T. had to learn to bend. Listen to me. I love the Detroit Lions, but I ain't married to none of them. All right? At the end of the day, I ain't married to none of them, but I'm married to my wife. So there are days where I find myself going back and forth from the Lion game, right, to Lifetime. Now, don't put your boy E.T. out like that. You heard what I said. There are times I have to sacrifice the Lion game because my girl ain't into sports. And so she not out there watching the game with me. And I'd rather be with my wife watching Lifetime than I would watch the Lions make it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, that was a commercial break. You heard what I said. But it's about bending. And so you got to learn to bend. Are you with me? Now, my wife got to learn to bend because I'm a community guy. I'm traveling all over the world. And my wife does not like when I leave to do Thank God It's Monday. She don't like when I travel across the country, spending a couple days away from home. But my wife understands that I have a gift. And this is what makes me happy. So even though my wife is family oriented, right? My wife, she when I worked at Michigan State, she loved it. Even though I didn't like going to the same place every day, all day. I wanted a different scene, being in a place with no windows, a little box room. My wife loves that because it's security. But my wife knows that I don't like it, and so my wife bends and says, even though I like the security of you at Michigan State, even though you make more money traveling across the world, I don't like when you're not at home because I want to be with you. But my wife has to bend. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Number two, if you're going to have a successful marriage, all right, you got to learn to bend. And I hate to say this, but the earlier you're married and you bend, the better off. Because sometimes when you turn into a tree, trees don't bend. You got to break them. And so I need you to do me a favor. Number two, I need you to bend. Why? Because you need to be on one accord. Now, you heard what I said. This is deep, right? When I talk about bending, this is critical. All right? I don't know if you, and being on one accord, this is critical. I don't know if you've ever done, you gone to Vegas, you gone to the casinos. But watch this. You have never seen the jackpot when it's one cherry and it's an orange and then it's a grape. All three of them got to line up. Cherry, cherry, cherry. And when you hit that 7 and it's 777, that's the jackpot. And you got to learn there's nothing as important as being on one accord with your wife. There's nothing as important as being on one accord with your husband. When you guys are on one accord, it's a jackpot. When he's going one place and she's going another place, when you got one dream and one goal and she got something totally different and there's discord in the home, you're never going to be successful. But when you hit the jackpot in my home, when me, my wife, and God are all on one accord, everything positive begins to happen for us. Are you hearing what I'm saying? All right, so I want to give you some tips, all right? This is a tip in your marriage. Your marriage is like a fine car. Are you hearing me? I look at my marriage like a fine car. You got to go get the oil change. You got to get a tune-up. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You got to get those tires rotated. You got to keep a certain amount of air in there. There's certain things you need to do. It's called maintenance. Certain things you need to do, and then every now and then, you just take it to a whole other level and get that sucker waxed. So what am I saying to you? I'm saying in your marriage, if you want to come home and have a happy home, because it's nothing. I don't care how much money you're making. I don't care what kind of car you're driving. I don't care what kind of neighborhood you live in. There's nothing like being in a happy home. There's nothing like marital bliss. And the other is true. There's nothing like a marriage that's like made in hell. Nothing like it when two people who love each other are not on one accord. So I need some maintenance, all right? I'm going to give you some tips, baby. Marriage is like a fine car. So this year, I know I had to do the big thing, right? What was the big thing? Dominican Republic. I took my wife a whole week to the Dominican Republic. Listen to me. We had the butler boy. Are you feeling what I'm saying? We had the everything exclusive, everything paid for, all inclusive, everything paid for. We flew first class by the grace of God. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That was the big one. Then we did a marriage. After 21 years, I gave her a marriage. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That's the big stuff. But on a regular basis, at the job, she getting flowers. On a regular basis, we got a Sunday is our day. Maintenance. Are you hearing me? Do some maintenance. When was the last time you sent some flowers? I need you to just start doing some maintenance, taking your girl out. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Don't get so caught up on work. Don't get so caught up on life. There's some things you need to do on a regular basis, like I love you, like say I love you on a regular basis. Are you hearing me? I love you. You're beautiful. Listen to me. You better tell her before somebody else tell her. You better tell him before somebody else tell him. You better not take him or her for granted. You better maintenance that vehicle because that's a fine car. And guess what? You ain't the only one that wants it. And so you better get the oil change. I love you. Send gifts on a regular basis. You listen to me. You better protect your investment. All right, so once again, it's your boy E.T. saying, listen to me, it ain't about you. Marriage is not about you. This ain't Thank God It's Monday. And you're saying this ain't just for married folk. Again, if you are engaged or you thinking about getting married, I want you to understand at a young point in the game, it's not about you. Number two, broaden your worldview. Broaden your thinking. Stop looking at it from your own personal lens and start looking at it from your spouse's point of view. Walk in their shoes a few miles so you can see what it's like to be them. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And then you got to be willing to bend. You got to be willing to bend. I'm not telling you to break. I'm not telling you to take your life savings and spend it on no cruise. I'm not saying do nothing stupid. But I am saying in those areas where you can bend for the sake of your marriage. Because if you guys are on one accord and you coming home to a happy home, it just makes everything else about life greater. It makes everything else richer. It makes everything else brighter. It makes everything else better. All right? So it's your boy E.T. saying, listen to me. It ain't over. I know you like, man, E, I can't do this no more. I know, I feel you. You like, E, man, I can't do this marriage thing no more. Listen to your boy E.T. You can do it. All right? You can do it, but you need to take responsibility. Your marriage ain't where it is today just by osmosis. There's some things you did or you did not do to get it to where it is. And if you help mess it up, then you can help fix it, all right? If you help mess it up, then you can help fix it. So there's hope, all right? 6 months from now, a year from now, man, your marriage can be great. So it's your boy E.T., man. It's your boy E.T. All right, saying the safest thing to do is not to leave your spouse. The safest thing to do is to work it out and to make it work. Man, it's your boy E.T. I love you. It was a young man who, he wanted to make a lot of money, and so he went to this guru, right? And he told the guru, I want to be on the same level you are. And so the guru said, if you want to be on the same level I'm on, I'll meet you tomorrow at the beach. Got there at 4 a.m. He all ready to rock and roll. Got on the suit. Should have wore shorts. The old man grabs his hand and said, how bad do you want to be successful? He said, real bad. He said, walk on out in the water So he walks out into the water. Watch this. When he walks out into the water, it goes waist deep. So he's like, this guy crazy. Money, he got me out here swimming. I didn't ask to be a lifeguard. I want to make money. He got me in. So he said, come out a little further. Walked out a little further. Then he had it right around this area, the shoulder area. So this old man crazy. He's making money, but he crazy. He said, come on out a little further. He came out a little further. Was right at his mouth. My man like, I'm about to go back in here. This guy is mine. So the old man said, I thought you said you wanted to be successful. He said, I do. He said, walk a little further. He came, dropped his head in, held him down, hold him down. My man getting scratching, holding him down. He had him held down. Just before my man was about to pass out, he raised him up. He said, I got a question for you. He told the guy, he said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. I don't know how many of y'all got asthma in here today, but if you ever had an asthma attack before, you short of breath, SOB, shortness of breath, you wheezing. The only thing you're trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about a party. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air. That's it. And when you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful, as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep. Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work out for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you're going to have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because if you go to sleep, you might miss the opportunity to be successful. That's how bad you got to want it. You got to go days without, listen to me, you got to want to be successful so bad that you forget to eat. Beyonce said once she was on the set doing her thing, 3 days had gone by, she forgot she didn't eat. Because she was engaged. I never forget when 50 Cent was doing his movie, I did a little research on 50, and 50 said that when he wasn't doing the movie, he was doing the soundtrack. And they said, when do you sleep, 50? Sleep. He said, sleep. Sleep is for those people who are broke. I don't sleep. He said, I got an opportunity to make a dream become a reality. Don't try to quit. You already in pain. You already hurt. Get a reward from it. Don't go to sleep until you succeed. Listen to me. I'm here to tell you today that you can come here, you can jump up, you can do flips, you can be excited when we give away money. But listen to me, you will never be successful until I don't have to give you a dime to do what you do. You won't be successful until you say, I don't need that money. Because I got it in here.
Came to win. fight, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise. The
What up? It's your boy E.T. Welcome to a special edition of Thank God It's Monday. Now look, we're going to switch up the game. That's right, I'm switching up the game. There's people hitting me up. E.T., you need to talk about this, you need to talk about that, do a video about this. Alright, I'm switching up the game. I'm dedicating the rest of the summer to my shorties. That's right, to all my little shorties, I'm dedicating this to you. We talk about June, August, right? My bad. June, July, August, all right? I'm getting y'all all ready, all right, before you go back to school. All right? So look, this is deep because I'm taking a break from grown folk, right? And I'm pouring into you. You say, why? Because E.T., right? I messed up, flat out. Your boy didn't do it right. I dropped out of high school, ended up going to college. Took me 12 years to get that 4 years. So, hey, I'm just coming back. And y'all see it. Listen to me. You see your boy went from a high school dropout, went from homeless to what? You can have whatever you like. You see me right here, baby, on the island. That's right, Dominican Republic. We stand at the 5-star resort, baby. We doing it big. So I want you to know, flat out, like I told you before, I wasn't a dude that always did what was right. So I'm not talking, just to the A students. I'm talking to those of you. You might not even be doing well in school right now. This summer is dedicated to you. All right, so before I give you my principle, you said, E.T., why? Look, some of you can't help where you were born. You can't help the family you were born into, or maybe the circumstances in which you were born under. All right? You can't change that, but you can change your future. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You can change your future. You have the power to start right now. All right, so real quick. All right, my first principle, and I told this story before. You probably heard it on TGIM, but you got to get it. When I went to college, Oakwood College, right? Whenever you go in the cafeteria, you got to envision this. When you would go in the cafeteria, they had a big mural up, which is like a big picture, right? And it was split in half. And so on one half, you had a bunch of slaves, right? Picking cotton, right? You got them out there, in the fields doing their thing. And then you can see those same images on the other side, but they were teachers, they were astronauts, they were engineers, all right? And it was a capture at the bottom that said, what you are to be, you are now becoming. That's principle number one. This is why we're doing this in the summertime. Because what you are to be, you are now becoming. Which means what? That the person you'll be at 21, the person you'll be at 29, the person you'll be at 30, it starts right now. It starts today. You can't chill. Listen to me. Just because they told you it was the summer, don't believe the hype, all right? Don't believe the hype. What do I mean, don't believe the hype? What I'm telling you is this. Just because they told you you can take off for the summer and you ain't got to learn no more, don't believe that. In other parts of the world, listen to me, in other parts of the world, they doing school 24/7, 365. They're not taking off like that. They do school year-round. And so this is important to me because even for my own children, when you take off for 3 months, you got to start all over again, all right? So the first thing is, I want you to remember what you want to be. So if whatever you want to drive a Bugatti, that's on you. You want a Maybach, right? You want to live in a gated community, right? You want to be able to travel and see the world, right? You need to start right now. Don't wait till you're 21. You start right now. So this is what I need you to do for your boy E.T. I need you to make up in your mind, I'm not wasting the summer, okay? That I'm going to use part of the summer, listen to me, I'm going to use part of the summer to prepare myself for September, all right? For the next school year. So I'm not asking you to use the whole summer, but I'm saying I want you to dedicate a piece of the summer to school. Bump with your mom. Your mama might give you the whole, she don't know no better. She might give you the whole summer up. Your granny, your grandparent, your father, right? Whoever is your guardian right now, they might let you take the whole summer off. Don't do it, all right? I want you to use portion of the summer. So get the first one. The first one is, from this day forward, for the rest of your life, you will use today for tomorrow. You hear me? Although you will live for today, enjoy today, you will use a part of today to prepare for your tomorrow. So if you don't like, the neighborhood you in, you want to buy your mama a new house, you don't like the fact that your mama got 2 jobs or she got 1 job and she working all day, all night, coming home burnt out. Look, if you want to do something for your brothers and sisters, if you want to, live somewhere else, drive, whatever, it starts right now, all right? Number 2, listen to me. You've heard me say this before, all right? You got to begin with the end in mind, which means you got to set some goals. So enjoying the Dominic, baby. This resort is off the chain. We got a butler. You feel me? I mean, whatever you want, whenever you want. I went to breakfast. They didn't have what I wanted. I asked for something. They went and made it for me. You hear what I'm saying? So I prepared for this. In January, I knew I was coming here. In February, I knew I was coming. In March, I knew I was coming here. So I prepared, all right? It was a goal first. I said, I want to get out of the country. I want to get away from the cell phone, all right? I want to get away from the computer a little bit, right? You can't get away all the way, right? All right? I want to get away from that, but I ain't get away from you. You see, I'm enjoying myself, but I'm still using a portion of this to help you because I want you to see it. So if you don't get to do it this year or next year, I got some other stuff I'm going to show you, but I want you to see it. So number 2, set a goal for yourself, all right? What's that goal look like? I don't know. E.T., I'm going to read 4 books over the course of the summer. At least 1 book a month, right? At least 1 book a month. E.T., I'm going to read 6. I'm going to do 2 books a month, all right? I'm going to cut off the TV. I'm going to get rid of my Facebook page, or I'm going to get rid of, I don't know. That's between you. Now, I'm telling you, what I'm doing for my babies is we cutting the cable off. We cutting it off all summer long, all right? So June, July, August, no cable TV. We cutting it off, all right? What's another goal? All right, E, those classes that I struggled in, right? You might have struggled in math all summer, right? I'm sorry, you might have struggled in it all school year. So now you got the summer to do what? To beef up your math. You can go right there online and find out what they're going to be asking you to do next semester. It's called a curriculum. You can go online and look at the curriculum. So go back to what you didn't do well in, and you look back over that, you get that tight, and then you go forward and say, when school starts, I'm already have done that. And so by the time the teacher gives it to me, I've already seen that before. You are not going to waste your summer watching TV, all right? The idiot box. Now, you cut down on your videos. So this is a secret. If you watch a video once, listen to what I'm saying. If you watch a video once, it's not going to change. It's going to be the same video on Tuesday, the same video on Wednesday, the same video on Thursday. So get your video in on Monday. Maybe you want to watch your video on Monday. Get that in. All right? But come Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, don't keep doing the same thing. All right? So we're going to set a goal. We're going to set a goal for the summer. All right? I'm going to learn 10 new words a week, a month. I'm going to study for my ACT as a sophomore. I'm not going to wait for the school to tell me. I'm going to get ready for the ACT, but the SAT beforehand. Are you hearing what I'm saying? All right, remember what I told you in the Secret Success video. Secrets to Success, I told you. All men are created equal. Some work harder in preseason. So that's what I need you to do for me. The summer months is preseason, all right? And this is not time to rest, all right? You can get a little rest, but this ain't the time to just chill. Why? Because they're not chilling in Japan right now, in Asia right now. They're not chilling, all right? In third world countries, they putting it in, all right? Somewhere in Africa, all right? Cambodia, right? Somewhere in Saudi Arabia. Right? Sudan, I don't know, but they getting it in. They putting it in. You got 12-year-olds carrying guns. You got 12-year-olds getting up in the morning working from sunrise to sunset. That's what they doing. And you got a chance. School is free. You got a chance to get on the internet. You got a chance to go to the library. You got money to buy books. Listen to me. The first 30 are to learn. The second 30 are to earn. You're going to make good money. If you, listen to me, if you learn now, if you craft your skill right now, you best believe E.T. telling you, you're going to make it happen. All right? So number 1, listen to me. What you ought to be, you're now becoming. So whatever you do now, don't get upset when you're 25 and you don't have what you want. Don't get upset when you're 30 and you like E.T. You just getting started in your late 20s. Don't get upset. All right? Number 2, set some goals. Set some goals. Write that stuff down on a piece of paper. I'm going to read a book. I'm going to increase my vocabulary. I'm going to go study the ACT and all the words that's on the ACT so my vocabulary is built up. I'm going to cut off the television. I'm not going to listen to as many music videos. I'm not going to play the video game all day long because I'm not getting paid. I'm going to put a time limit on it. I'm going to give video games an hour. Listen to me. I love you. This is why I'm trying to tell you this, all right? And here's my final one for this particular session. Listen to me closely, all right? I want you to surround yourself with other people who are trying to go somewhere in life. You remember what I told you? Remember, you hang around 10 broke people, you bound to be the 11th, all right? Birds of a feather flock together. You do not see pigeons and robins hanging out together. You don't see eagles and pigeons running together, all right? Eagles soar, right? They soar. You got to hear me. And so I need you to do me a favor. I need you to hang with the right people. Why? Because in the summertime, more people get pregnant in the summertime, right? How many of your friends have been shot and killed in the summertime? All right? I need you to be active with good people, making good decisions, doing the right thing, so you don't end up a statistic. Now, this is real. You from the hood, you know what I'm talking about. People just out wrong place at the wrong advocating sex before marriage. Your boy E.T. is about abstinence, but I'm saying, if you're going to be doing that, parents, talk to them about sex ed. Let's wrap it up. You got AIDS, HIV. Listen to what I'm saying, young people. It's young people, more young people end up in jail during this time. More young people end up 6 feet deep. It's your boy E.T., man. I love y'all. I want the best for you, just like I want for my kids, all right? So I'm up out of here, but remember, hey, when we come back next Monday, I'm looking for your goals. Matter of fact, when you get them, parents, make them go to my website, E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher. You can go right there, all right, and just put in there E.T.'s Corner. Just write me some stuff about your goals. You can go to YouTube channel, E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher. Put your goals up there. I want to see them. I want to know that you're busy, all right? So that's enough for right now. Remember, listen to me very closely. What you are to be, you are now becoming. So get started with the rest of your life today, all right? Because if you set the goal, nothing can stop you, all right? There's nothing can stop you. Remember, you can have whatever you like. You can go from being a high school dropout like your boy E.T., homeless like your boy E.T., all right, to traveling across the world. I didn't say United States of America. Traveling across the world, all right, doing it big, all right? So I love you, all right? I love you, and I'll see you next Monday. All right, remember, what you are to be, you're now becoming. Welcome to another edition of Thank God I'm Married. That's right, your boy switched up the game. Thank God I'm married. Listen to me, man. Let me just say this. I want to apologize, to a few people out there, who took offense to the first Thank God I'm married. All right, I just want to explain myself because this is critical. All we're attempting to do with this particular episode is to give some individuals some skills. Like it's about your vantage point. It's about perspective, how you see things. And so I just got to make sure that you are clear on where we're trying to go. Listen to me. I grew up, unfortunately, I didn't grow up in the Huxtable family. My biological father was not in my life. And listen to me. This is all I want. My dream and my goal for my home is no more drama. You heard what I said, no more drama. My kids will tell you, man, when there's fussing in the house, I'm getting upset, lightweight pissed. Why? Because I believe, drama at the job. Nothing you can do about it because you don't own the company, perhaps. Drama in school. Nothing you can do about it because it's public, private, whatever it is. It's outside, of your jurisdictions. But your home is a haven. Listen to me seriously. Like when you get to your house, when it's you and your wife, and if y'all got kids, it's your family. So I'm not, this episode is not just about married couples. This is about, for real, no more drama and having some peace, having a haven, having a place where you and your family can go and y'all can shut the whole world out. So no more drama. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So for my brothers out there who wrote me like, E.T., what about my girl? Listen to me. You got to hear what I'm saying. I'm going to give you a term today, and I want you to hold this in your heart for the rest of your life. Franchise. You heard what I said, franchise. Now, in the NBA, you got a lot of brothers riding the bench, right? And all they do is practice. They're on the practice squad. They supposed to make the starters better. Then you got guys that are on the team and they come off the bench. You know what I'm saying? And we're not talking about the 6th man off the bench, right? We got guys, 10th man, 11th man. They just come in to get a couple fouls. That's not who I'm talking to. I'm gearing my message, the first one, I'm gearing the first series to my men because you franchise, baby. Do you understand that? You franchise. So the first thing I need you to do if you franchise is I need you to understand this concept. It's a simple concept. It's called ownership. I need you to take ownership, right? So I'm dealing with my son, right? My boy Jay, right? He dealing with Spanish, and he like right at the borderline, 68.7, 68.9%, right? I'm trying to get my man to get to that C level, right? So me and Jay talking, Jay pissed off, right? Jay like, Dad, you on my back. And I'm saying, listen to me, son. I know you don't speak Spanish. I know that we don't come from a Latino background. I understand that, son, but I know you can do it. So what we did was I sat my son down. I said, we're going to do it my way, because I'm looking at some of the tests. You got D's on the test, C's on the test. We're going to do it my way, son, right? And so I started studying with him. I said, this is what I need you to do. I need you to write it down, like write it down, because something happens when you write it down. Listen to what my boy did. My boy wrote it down. He did exactly what I told him to do. He went to school the next day. He came back home pumped up, excited. As a matter of fact, he texted me, Dad, I got 100%. The other day he hit me up, Dad, I got a 90% on my test, and I got 3 extra points. What am I telling you? I'm telling you, when my son stopped saying, Dad, we don't speak Spanish. Dad, my teacher talk too fast. Dad, when we doing stuff, I can't hear it. I don't understand it. But when my boy took ownership, when my boy took complete and full responsibility for that Spanish quiz, that Spanish test, he knocked out 100. He knocked out a 90. He knocked out a 3%. So this is what I'm telling you, fellas. I'm not saying that your wife don't have a responsibility. I'm not saying she don't have a part to play in your marriage. But what I'm telling you is I'm talking to franchise. I'm talking to my #1 draft pick. I'm talking to my #1 player. When the Lakers ain't doing right, they don't go to Odom. Right? When the Lakers not doing right, they ain't tripping on, Brown. What is he doing? What he's not. They going to Kobe Bryant. Why? Because he franchised. He's the #1 player. And when you the #1 player, when you the franchise, when you got drafted #1 in the NBA pick, #2, #3, #4, there are things that they expect out of you. And guess what? All right, so let me just put it like this, right? They got these stats. I don't know if you've ever seen them before, but they got these stats that when Kobe's not in the game, right? When LeBron was in Cleveland and he wasn't in the game, they got some stats that's called what's the percentage of that team winning when that person is out. And I'm going to tell you something. When you take franchise out the game, baby, when you take franchise out the game, it's a total different game. And there's some teams that have the ability to win, but they can't beat 500 teams when franchise is out. When franchise is in the game, I told you before, man, Michael Jordan, man, I had a chance to watch Mike play. I'm talking about the Knicks would be up. You got other teams that would be up on Mike, right? They beating the Chicago Bulls, and somewhere around fourth quarter, Mike would always take about 2-3 minute rest. He come back with 6 minutes left, and Mike just do that. You can hear it. Brrr. That's right, you heard your boy E.T. Mike grab him, brrr, take it off, come to the box. I'm ready to get in. Mike get in, change the whole game. The Knicks could be up by 10 points. Once MJ came in, you could double team him. You could triple team him. He would take it to the hole. He would shoot the 18-footer, the 16-footer. You couldn't stop him. And Chicago won 3, and when he was out, they couldn't win it all. When Mike came back in, they won it all. Why? Because franchise was in the game. And I'm telling you, if as men, I'm not talking about your wife. I'm not talking about what she doing or what she not doing right now. I need you to take ownership. I'm talking about franchise. What is franchise doing? And if franchise is in the game, it's a total different game. When Eric Thomas is doing what he's supposed to do in my house, I don't have to worry about my wife's attitude. I don't have to worry about what my wife is doing or what my wife is not doing. She followed my lead. And I told you, I lost 25, 30 pounds working out. We talking about a 30-plus day diet. We talking about working out. We talking about making it happen. And guess what? I quit at the end of the 30 days. 31, 32, your boy said, I lost my weight. I'm ready to do my thing. My daughter said she going 3 months. My wife said she going 2 months. But guess what? Carl, guess what? When your boy E.T. stopped the diet, guess what happened? My daughter stopped the diet. My wife stopped the diet. When I stopped cooking, when I stopped coming to the house like, yo, let's go downstairs and work it out. When I got off my diet, when I got off the program, guess what? They got off the program. I'm still running. I'm still working out. But when I quit, they quit. What am I saying? When franchise in the game, he dunking, putting up points, making it happen. Guess what? Everybody else plays better. When franchise is where he's supposed to be, doing what he's supposed to do, how he's supposed to do it, and he all up in his creativity, he making it work. Everybody in the house, Everybody in the house benefits. Everybody is better when we're where we're supposed to be. As a matter of fact, man, I ain't trying to get religious on y'all, man, but I remember a preacher talking about when Adam and Eve was in the garden and some stuff went wrong. Man, I don't know if you read it. I don't know if you read it, but I read it for myself after I heard Pastor Doggy talk about it. I read it for myself, and I went and looked, and it was right there. Eve was the one, according to the word, that was dealing with the serpent. But when God came back, he didn't ask where Eve was. He didn't ask where the serpent was. He asked where franchise. He wanted to know where franchise was. Why? Because when he created franchise, he just didn't speak it into existence. He got down on his hands and his knees, and he said, let us create franchise in our own image and in our own likeness. So he got down, he made it he took different liberties when he made franchise, and he formed franchise into his own identity, and then he breathed his breath into his nostrils. See, franchise was who he was, a part of his character. So there was a different responsibility. There was a different level of responsibility. So he didn't call Eve because Eve came from Adam. He wasn't dealing with the serpent the way he dealt with Adam. He said, Adam, where art thou? Where are you, franchise? There were certain responsibilities I placed on you. There were certain expectations I had for you. There was a certain level of accountability between the two of us. Franchise, where are you, franchise? And I ask you the question, where are you, franchise? I want to read some statistics to you, right? I got to read these statistics to you because I want you to see how deep this thing is. This is what happened when franchise ain't where he's supposed to be. And we're not just talking about marriages right now. All right, we talk about families now. You heard what your boy E.T. said, no more drama. And look what happens when franchise is not where he's supposed to be. I mean, this thing is so critical. When franchise is not in the home, when franchise is not doing what he's supposed to do, watch what it says. It says 63% of youth, that's right, who commit suicide are from fatherless homes. Listen to me, 90% of all homeless and runaway children come from fatherless homes. Listen to me, 85% of all children that exhibit behavioral disorders come from fatherless homes. 80% of rapists motivated with displaced anger come from fatherless homes. 71% of all high school dropouts come from fatherless homes. 75% of all adolescent patients in chemical abuse centers come from fatherless homes. 70% of juveniles in state-operated institutions come from fatherless homes. And 85% of all youth sitting in prison grew up in a fatherless home. Franchise. And you ask me, what if my wife ain't treating me right? What if my wife is being evil? What if my wife is being mean? Franchise. We're not talking about your wife right now. Not that wives are not important, but I'm talking to my husbands. When the husband is not where he's supposed to be, when daddy is not where he's supposed to be, look what happens to society. When daddy's not in his rightful place, kids don't do as well in school. When daddy's not at home, kids commit suicide. When daddy's not at home, they become rape victims. When daddy's not at home, they have mental disorders. When daddy's not at home, Adam, where are you? You say to me, Eric Thomas, what about my wife? I ask, what about you, franchise? You the #1 draft franchise. Without you, we will never win the championship. Without you, we'll never be great. Yep, you right. When the baseball team loses, they put it on the picture. They don't talk about the fact that my man is shortstop, he dropped the ball. They don't talk about the fact that homeboy struck out. It's on the picture. In football, when they lose, they talk about the quarterback. They don't talk about the fact that the receiver dropped the ball. They put it on the quarterback. Yep, to much is given, much is required. But I'm telling you this, if franchise is where he's supposed to be, doing what he's supposed to do, if he takes ownership, if he stops saying, well, this person ain't this and this person ain't that, and I grew up like this and this wasn't fair, and life ain't fair, and franchise, if you get where you're supposed to be and do what you're supposed to do, we can win it. So I'm challenging all my fathers. I'm challenging you, daddy. Get back in your kids' life. I dare you. I'm challenging you. I'm challenging you to pick your kids up from school. I'm challenging you to go to school and eat lunch with them. This ain't just about your marriage. This is about a family. And there's too much drama in our homes. There's too much drama in our homes because daddy ain't there. I challenge you to help your kids with their homework. I challenge you to be in their lives. I challenge you not just to make good money. I challenge you not just to buy them clothes. I challenge you not to buy them just Xbox and PSP. I challenge you to stop giving them presents and give them your presence. I challenge you. I challenge you to be there for your wife, even when she ain't acting like she's supposed to act, even when she ain't doing what she's supposed to do. I challenge you, franchise, to triple double it. I challenge you to put up 30. I challenge you to put up 15 rebounds. I challenge you to get 10 steals. I challenge you to get 10 assists. I challenge you to get a triple W. I challenge you to be the all-star you were created to be. I challenge you to be who God called you to be. I challenge you to be the best that you can be. Because if husbands, if we get where we're supposed to be, fathers, if we do what we're supposed to do, we can make a difference. Once again, it's your boy E.T. and I'm passionate. Why? I'm passionate because my father wasn't in my life. I'm passionate because I went through some stuff I shouldn't have gone through. Had my father been where he was supposed to be. I challenge you. I challenge you. I challenge you to take full responsibility. I challenge you to stop playing the blame game. I challenge you to stop pointing fingers because you heard it. When you point one at somebody else, you're pointing three back at yourself. I challenge you. I challenge you. Hey, marriage is still a great idea. Marriage is still a great institution. And so I challenge you. Hey, if it ain't in the box, I challenge you to put it in the box. Again, it's your boy E.T. Man, thank you so much for tuning into another edition of Thank God I'm Married.
Well, let me see you put your hands up. Hands up. Fellas, tell your lady she's the one. Fellas, tell your lady she's the one. Oh, put your hands up. Hands up. Ladies, let him know he's got your love. Look him right in his eyes and tell him we've been too strong for too long. And I can't be without you, baby. I've been waiting up until you get home. 'Cause I can't sleep without you, baby. With anybody who's ever loved you know just what I feel. Too hard to fake it, nothing can replace it. I'm already on with you, just can't be without you, baby.
First thing first, you gotta see what you need. You heard what I said. You gotta see what you need. So you gotta stop talking about my wife ain't doing this and my wife ain't cooking. I'm working. My wife not, sexually active enough. I'm working. I'm paying bills. My wife is not there for me like she used. First of all, listen to me. You gotta see what you need. And what you gotta learn, John F. Kennedy said it best. It is not what your country can do for you, baby. It's what you can do for your country. So you got to change your whole mindset. You got to stop looking at this thing as, my wife not doing this. My wife not doing that. She should be doing more of this. She should be doing more of that. Man up. That's right. You heard what I said. Man up. It's time to change your focus. See what you need. If your wife ain't cooking for you, you cook for her. If your wife's not being sensitive, you be sensitive. If your wife is not saying, all the loving things that you want to hear, then you say loving words to her. Listen to me. If your wife, if she's not doing what you think she should be doing, see what you need, all right? I need you to set a fix. Now, if you ever been in the Navy, baby, you've ever sailed on a ship before, you know what I'm talking about. When I say set a fix, what I'm talking about is you set your mind on a certain thing, and I promise you, when you set it on that certain thing, what you're saying is come hell or high water, I'm fixed on that, and we're going to get to that destination. And what I need you to do is set a fix on the fact that your marriage is going to be better than it's ever been before, that this is going to be the best year that your wife has ever had, that your son has ever had, that your daughter has ever had. You're going to set a fix, and even though the currents may come and the winds may blow, it's not going to bother you because you've set a fix and you've made up in your mind you are going to get to that mark. So number one, baby, see what you need. If you want your wife to be a better person, you need to be the person you want your wife to be. Now, I got a funny story. Catch this. Right? So my wife and I, we young. We probably been married for about 3 or 4 years. Right? So my wife is saying that she don't wash clothes because we got to go to the laundromat. And, you know what I'm saying, she don't really have time as a student at that time. She didn't have time to go to the laundromat. So your boy E.T., I don't know no better, right? So I buy an apartment. We get a nice apartment, a new apartment, and it's furnished with a washer and dryer. And so we move into this place, bro, and the clothes are piling up. And I'm like, yo, sweetheart, come here for a minute. Let me holler at you. Right, so I throw the washer and dryer. I'm like, boo, remember you told me that you weren't washing clothes because we weren't. You remember that? You said you weren't washing clothes because of the laundromat. Well, now we got a washer and dryer, and you didn't. And, you know, brothers, I'm married. For those of you who don't know, you didn't see the profile picture. I'm married to a sister, right? And sister girl was like, if you want your clothes washed, you wash them yourself. Now watch this. I started to get an attitude about it, but from that day forward, my marriage went to a place that has never gone to before. Listen to me. We've been married over 20 years. That's right. Your boy E.T. been married over 20 years, and my wife said 18 out of the 20 have been great. So I think, you know, in terms of percentages, that's real good. But you know what I did that day? I started to see what I needed. That's right. From that day forward, I started washing clothes. I started drying clothes. I started separating clothes. I started folding clothes. I started putting clothes up. I started cooking for my wife. I started sending my wife flowers to her job. I started washing her car. I started putting gas in her car. And let me tell you something. When I started seeing it, when I started taking care of her, when I started doing for her, I don't know if by beholding you become changed or she was just shamed. But all of a sudden, I saw my wife start to change. That's right. I didn't have to cuss at her. I didn't have to be manipulative. I didn't have to lay hands on her. I served her. That's right. I served her. It's not what they can do for you. It's what you can do for them. And so what our wives need, they need us to man up. What our children need is they need us to man up. They need men. They need people who, this is what Paul said. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, that means it was a transformation, that it was a shift, that something happened, that he went from boy to man, meaning that it wasn't about him no more. It wasn't about self. It wasn't about, baby, you ain't giving me enough sex. Baby, you ain't giving me enough attention. Baby, you ain't giving me enough time. It was a shift, and it was no longer what can you do to make me happy, but what can I do to make you happy? So I'm telling all my brothers out there, I'm not minimizing. Does your wife need to take care of you? Yes. But I'm saying you do it first if she's not doing it. You lead by example. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I can't guarantee you in 30 days. I can't guarantee it in 60 days. I can't guarantee it in 90 days. But what I can tell you is that if you alter some things, if you change, if you grow up and you start looking, let me tell you something. My wife couldn't leave me if she wanted to, right? She couldn't leave me if she wanted to. Why? Because you ain't going to find another man who's going to iron your clothes every day. You're not going to find another man when it's 6 degrees, wash your car, take your car to the gas station, fill your gas up. And if you do, it don't make sense to get the same model that you already got, baby. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It's a mentality. So I'm not going to lose my marriage. Why? Because I set a fix and I'm determined to win. Every single day when I wake up, I'm going to make sure that the marriage today is sweeter than it was yesterday. That the romance is better today than it was 20 years ago when we first hooked up. So I got to get you this. This thing is deep right here. I said it. If she not cooking, if she not cleaning, you do it. Listen to me. You said, E.T., come on. No. How bad do you want it? This is an investment. I don't care nothing about the fact that you making money. I don't care about the fact you're driving a fresh ride. I don't care about the fact that you got a big house. Listen to me. Here's the goal. The goal is to be the best priest you could be. The goal is to be the best protector you could be. The goal is to be the best provider you could be. The goal is to keep your family together. Any brother can romance a woman for 90 days. Any brother can romance a sister for a year and go to another and romance her for a year. But can you keep the fire going after 5? Can you keep it going after 10? Can you get her to still love you after 15? Can you get her to still want to come home immediately after work after 20? Can you get her to still want to call you when she on lunch break, after work, her 15-minute break? Do you have what it takes? Anybody can start it, but do you have what it takes to maintain it? Listen to me. For those of you out there, you saying, E.T., but she don't do this and she don't do that, and I'm ready to bounce. E, she ain't. Stop being a baby. Grow up. Stop being a child and grow up. Be a man. E, she ain't doing this and she used to do that and life used to be this. Listen to me. Stop talking about what used to be and get it back. So I need you to do me a favor, man. I'm going to keep it real, man. Sometimes when my wife get on my nerves, that's right, you heard what I said. Sometimes when my wife get on my nerve, man, you know what I got to do, man? I got to go back, and I need you to go back. I need you to remember that woman that marched down the aisle. You remember that? That woman that marched down the aisle that had on that beautiful gown, who you looked at and you said, in sickness and in health, for better or for worse. Well, guess what? This is what worse looks like. When you said for better or for worse, yep, this is worse, right? That's right. And listen to me, they didn't force you to say that. You could have said, when the pastor said for better or for worse, you could have been like, hey, pastor, I'm going to go with the for better thing, but I ain't really feeling it for worse. In sickness, I ain't feeling the sickness. In health, yeah, as long as she healthy. No, you didn't say that. So I want you to go back to what you said, and I want you to remember the romance. I want you to remember the time before you got married. Listen to me. Sometimes when I get mad at my wife, I got to remember, E.T., you better slow your roll. This the same woman when you were homeless, when you didn't have a place to stay. This is the same woman who made sure she gave you her allowance. The same woman that snuck you into her mama's home to make sure you weren't out in the cold during the dead of the winter. This is the same woman when nobody else believed you were going to be a motivational speaker, told you, baby, I'll go to work every day and I help support you in your motivational career. This is the same woman, boy, you better not forget where you come from. You better not act brand new. This is the same woman that was ride or die. And I need you to do me a favor. Yep, I know you're going through it right now, but this storm shall pass. Like every storm that has come before, this too shall pass. But you got to do me a favor. It's got to start somewhere. It's got to start with you. So listen to me. I'm talking to my men right now, and every man that's watching this right now, every woman that's watching this right now. If you know somebody going through it today, marriage, you send this to the husband, and you tell him, E.T. said, listen to me, man up. Man up, because I just believe when the man is in his rightful place and he's doing and he's being and he's acting the way he was born to act, created to act, I just believe that the God of the universe will step in and assist him. You heard what I said. I just believe that if the man is where he's supposed to be, doing what he's supposed to be, being who he's supposed to be, there ain't no force that could come up against his family. There is nothing that could come up against a man's home when the man is where he's supposed to be. Most of the problems we have today is because men are not in their rightful place. So I dare you, I challenge you, I double dare you, I triple dare you to cook, I triple dare you to clean, I triple dare you to serve, I triple dare you to see into your wife what you need. All right, it's your boy E.T. I'm going to throw in a bonus for you. All right, and I want you to make sure you do me a favor, man. Check out, I put it up at the end of this video. I want you to go to the Facebook page. We got a new Facebook page that's talking about the fact that, hey, that love is worth it, baby. That's right, love is worth all the sacrifices. It's worth all the pain. So I'm going to put some tips up there for you on some things you can do to romance your wife. But the first thing I need you to do for me, and I said it, I want you to hear it, is I want you to do something for me. I want you to just get a big sheet of paper, all right? A big piece of cardboard. I want you to take pictures of your wife, all right? Or pictures that you already have of your wife, right? And I want you to take these pictures that you have, right? And I just want you to fall in love with her all over again, all right? And I want you to take pictures when y'all was dating. I want you to take pictures of y'all honeymoon. I want you to take pictures of your wedding, right? And I want you to get rid of, to erase those negative images you have of your wife right now and of your relationship right now. And I want you to recreate the good ones. You heard what I said. I want you to recreate them. So I want you to put pictures up there, and I just want you to write down the good memories. Then I want you to get back to doing what you ought to do for those good memories, because you talk about, my wife ain't what she used to be. Perhaps you have not created the environment you used to create. Perhaps you're working so much now. Yeah, you're making money, you riding big, you doing great, you bought her a big house, but she ain't got you. That you're right, but I want you to take some responsibility. Yep, my wife may not be the woman she used to be, but be brave enough to ask yourself this question: am I not the man I used to be? Am I not doing the things that I used to do? And if you're courageous enough to answer those questions, and if you see there's some cracks in your armor, I just want you to fix them. Now listen to me as I get out of here. This is serious to me, because a lot of the pain and a lot of the hurt that I went through in my life was because my home life wasn't right. You understand what I'm saying? That's where it started. That's why it took your boy E.T. so long to do so many things, because I didn't get the right start, the right foundation. And one of the things that I do for my babies is every day when they get home, if I don't pick them up from from school, I'm at home when they get home because I believe family is so important. So spoil your wife. Spoil your wife. I guarantee you, if you spoil her, she gonna come around. Spoil your wife. Text your wife. You texting all these other folks. Text your wife. You taking all these other folks out to eat. Take your wife out to eat. I guarantee you, if you romance her, she not gonna say no. And so get collage. Get me some pictures. Write down the good memories and get in position. Because God's about to show up and show out. Get in position. Once again, it's your boy E.T. Big Mike. I love you. Thanks, man, for letting me use your story. Hey, and make sure you pay attention, man. Tune in at least once a month. Your boy E.T. I'm dropping something hot and fresh out the kitchen, man. I love you. Hey, and I wish you Merry Christmas, baby. What it do? Once again, it's another edition of Thank God It's Monday. It's your boy E.T. That's right, your life coach, your motivator, your inspirator. Look, man, we at it again Monday morning. Listen to me. This is the time you make your dreams become a reality. Look, I ain't hating on Friday, but Friday is where you spend your money. Monday is where you make your money. So if you're ready to make your bank big, if you're ready to make your bank large, if you're ready to make your life go to a whole nother level, let's get at it. Look, I got 2 points for you before I go there, though, man. Listen to me very closely, man. I got to put it in your spirit, right? Because I think like we're dealing with November, right? We only got a couple weeks left. Week or so left Thanksgiving, and guess what? After that, it's over, baby. It's over. That's right. It's over. What's over, E? This year is over, so I need you to do me a favor, man. Come in. You got to catch it, baby. This year is over, right? So I need you to do me a favor. We're in fourth quarter, and I need you to do me a favor, and I need you to get in that fourth quarter living. That's right. I need you to get in that fourth quarter living. Why? Because we only got a couple more weeks in November, only a few months left. That's it. November, December, and we are completely through with the year. And so I need you to go to the fourth quarter. You say, why fourth quarter, E? Why are you so pumped up? Why are you so hype about the fourth quarter? Because what most people do, unfortunately, man, when they get to November and December, right, they turn Thanksgiving into a whole 2 weeks. They turn Christmas into a whole month, right? And Thanksgiving is one day, and Christmas is one day. So I'm not discouraging you. Spend time with your people, right? You got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Make it a long, extended weekend. You got Christmas. You got a couple days for Christmas. But look, we still got a couple more days to get at it, all right? So before I give you my 2 points, I'm going to tell you why November and December are so critical. Fourth quarter living, right? You in the last quarter of the year. Why is it so critical? Barry Sanders. You heard what I said, Barry Sanders, man. I'm from Detroit. If you've ever studied Barry Sanders, you know he lost yards the first quarter. Second quarter, he lost yards. Sometimes in the third quarter, Barry would only have about 20 yards in the whole game. And then when you look at his stats at the end of the game, this guy would run for 168. How did he do it? Barry used to say that he knew most people gave up in the fourth quarter. They came out hyped first quarter, second quarter. They come out of halftime pumped up. But once they get to the fourth quarter, man, the legs are tired, man. They start giving up. They start giving in. They start getting weak. And I'm here to tell you, if you're going to do fourth quarter living, it goes beyond the legs, it goes beyond the strength, and it goes to the heart. If you do fourth quarter living, you got to learn to play with heart. When everybody else gives up, when everybody else gives in, you got to dig deep. So listen to me. You got people like John Elway. He's in the Hall of Fame. Why? fourth quarter living. My man will wait till the fourth quarter to come back to make it happen. Barry Sanders. May I remind you of Reggie Miller? Let's talk about Reggie Miller for a minute. I don't know if you ever saw it before, but most of you give up, you quit because you like E. I said in January I was going to lose 100 pounds. And here it is. E, I'm in November. I only lost about 15 pounds. Look, don't give up. Don't give in. Hang in there. Listen to what your boy is telling you. Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders, 20 yards in the third quarter, but he'll pick up about 140 in the fourth quarter. You got to learn to do that fourth quarter living. So you said you was going to start a business, and E, I started it, but it's not where I wanted to be. It didn't launch off. May I remind you again that your boy blew up on YouTube? May I remind you again, World Star Hip Hop? May I remind you that I didn't get on Tyrese stuff, that I don't get on Reggie Bush stuff until the last quarter of the year. It didn't happen the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, but your boy blew up in the fourth quarter. We talking about getting beyond your strength, your natural ability, and getting into heart, getting into soul, getting into mind. That's what your boy did. So we talk about Hall of Famers now. We're not just talking about people who play football, people who play basketball. We're talking about Hall of Famers. Barry Sanders, John Elway. And let me remind you before I give you my 2 points, baby. Let me remind you, New York Knicks, right? The New York Knicks against Reggie Miller, baby. That's right, against Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller scores 8 points in 9 seconds. I think the score was something like 99-105. You know, people start leaving the stadium, man. Everybody's gone just like you. Leaving the stadium, getting up and quitting before the time stops ticking on the clock. You gave up. You quit. It's only a few fans in there, right? And not just fans, man. There's some people with Reggie Miller stuff on. Reggie Miller jerseys and shirts on. Why? Because they still believe. They believe that Reggie Miller can make it happen. And I don't know what happens. 99. Boom, Reggie gets the ball with just a couple seconds left.
Seen nearly 60 fouls called. Actually, that is short of the record for both teams in a playoff game. Miller for three.
Boom, he hits the three. Reggie hits the three. It's 102, 105. They just down by 5, just 3 points right now. Boom, they take the ball out. The Knicks take the ball out. They put the ball back in. You seen it, you seen it. Boom, he puts it in. Somehow Reggie jumps over, grabs the ball, steals it from the defender, steps back. Boom, 3-pointer. The game is tied with just a couple seconds left. The Knicks take it down. Foul. They foul Stark. Stark goes to the line. I hate to say this on camera, but all my Knicks fans, forgive me. I apologize, but Stark choked.
And a ball gets stolen. Mason not able to call timeout. Starks misses. Neither team has a timeout remaining. Pacers have to box out here if they expect to win this game. Last time, similar situation, Anthony with the offensive board. A make is okay for the Pacers. Starks misses.
That's right. He does not know what it means to do fourth quarter living, baby. And boom, boom, he misses. It comes off. They get it to Reggie. Reggie's going down. They foul Reggie. Reggie gets to the line. Boom. First one, fourth quarter living, baby, is when you execute. You don't talk about it. You're being about it. The second one. Boom. And Reggie Miller scores 8 points in 9 seconds. So listen to me. Before I get to my 2 points, bring it in, baby. Bring it in. I need you to feel me right now. Don't give up in November. You taking the test. You a freshman in college. You a sophomore in college. You like, I studied hard. I put in work, bruh, and I'm still not doing what I thought. Think about Barry Sanders. You might be at a D right now, but if you keep pressing, you in high school, you in middle school, you transferred to a new school. You like, I'm not feeling the teachers. I'm not feeling this first quarter. I'm telling you, don't give up. I want you to, Reggie Miller, play till the clock goes out. And if you lose, at least you can say you went down fighting. But what I need you to do for me, listen to me. You got to hear me. Don't quit. Don't give up. You play as long as there's ticks on that clock. As long as the clock has not expired, you keep playing. And guess what? One day you're going to be like Reggie Miller. Boom, boom, y'all. 3 points. Boom, the steal. Booyah. And then an opportunity to go to the free throw and make it all count. So do me a favor, baby. It's time to get past first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and now it's time for fourth quarter living. And remember what I told you, it's not about legs, it's not about strength, it's about heart. So I need you to finish strong. Some of you got it in cruise control. Take it out of cruise control. Now I need you to put it in fifth gear, baby. I need you to crank it up and put it in fifth gear for me, because if you finish strong, you're going to start the new year strong. So again, before I get to my 2 points, it's your boy E.T. demanding you, challenge you. That's right, I dare you. I double dare you to stop quitting and giving up and going to that fourth quarter living, baby. It's your boy E.T. and welcome to another edition of Thank God It's Monday. Listen to me, man. I know you're looking around. You're like, E, that's a total different set. You're right, your boy just got back from DC, man. Caught a late flight, watched the game, the whole nine. So I'm just getting back. So look, we didn't have no sunlight, but we still gon' get it. All right. I got 2 principles for you today. But before we go there, man, I gotta thank all my Facebook fans, all my Facebook fam, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Checking me out in DC Friday, Saturday morning, Saturday night. Much respect for those of you who posted. Thank you so much, man. I got a special shout out to my boy CJ. That's right, my boy CJ is celebrating his birthday today. Happy birthday, bro. We appreciate you. Come home soon. Hey, check it out, boy. I got 2 hot principles for you. But the first thing I want to say to you is this, man. This is critical. Look, it's Monday, right? And we got to get at it. This is Monday. Look, success is our only option, all right? Failure is not. Success is our only option. So today is Monday. You about to walk through them doors. And listen to me. I want you to know that the future, that's right, your tomorrow's success starts right here today, baby. When you walk through those doors, boom, when you walk through those doors this Monday, everything you do today is going to prepare you for tomorrow. Remember what I told you before? What you are to be, you're now becoming. And so you land brick by brick by brick. You land your success, baby. And so the Monday is where we get started. I told you before, Friday, everybody told me, thank God it's Friday. Friday is when you spend money. Monday is when you make money and make your dreams become a reality. So you got to come in and listen to me. We got to get it. Energy is like money, baby. You only have so much in a day. And so you gotta make sure, real sure, that you use your energy properly, all right? So before I go into my 2 principles for you, look, I was thinking when I was on a plane, right? I had to start when I was on a plane. And I don't know if you've ever been on a plane before, but when you first start off, like you on the ground, right? You just like on the ground. And if it's raining, you feel the rain, right? If it's warm outside, you can sense that, right? If it's a storm, you all in it. But man, when my man take off 100, 200 miles per hour, and he take up in the air, before you know it, we are above the clouds. You heard what I said, baby? We are above the clouds. And once we get past the clouds, if it's snowing, we're not in the snow. If it's raining, we're not in the rain. dreams become a reality. So two things. Number one, you said, E, I'm tired, man. I'm tired, E, man. I feel like giving up, E. Man, you don't get it. E, it's November. Listen to me. It's overtime. It's overtime. And when you get into overtime, baby, you're not playing with energy no more. When you get in overtime, baby, you're not just playing with smarts no more. When you get in overtime, you gotta play with hearts. When you get in overtime, you gotta want it. So two things. My first one is this, baby. You gotta reinvent yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna take a time out because I want that to sink in. You heard what I said. You have to reinvent yourself. If the person you are today is not allowing you to get to where you want to get to, you don't cry about it, you don't whine about it, you don't waste energy because you only have so much of it. What you do is say, I've got as much as I can get with what I have. I've got as far as I can go with who I am, and who I currently am is not going to take me to where I got to be. So I got to reinvent myself. So you say, Eric, what do you mean when you say reinvent yourself? I mean Michael Jordan. That's right. I know you thought Michael Jordan won championships his first year in the league. Maybe you thought he won a championship his second, but no. It took Mike 7 years, right? 7 years to make that dream become a reality. So the first fight, yep, he put up a lot of points. Yep, the first fight, he won a dunk contest. You're right. Yep, the first fight put up like 62 against Boston in the playoffs and still lost. That's right. The Michael Jordan I'm talking about, he had the fresh gym shoes, the Nike Airs, and he had the t-shirts, right? Everybody knew him. But guess what? That Michael Jordan didn't win any championships. I'ma say it again. The Mike that can score 62. The Mike that can dunk from half court. The Mike that can wow you in the All-Star game. The Mike that we all loved. That Michael Jordan didn't win one championship. And so guess what Mike had to do? Mike had to reinvent himself. And so what did he do? Mike started playing both ways. He just didn't play offense no more. He played defense. He didn't score a lot. When he started to pass, he started to work out a little different. He developed not just the dunk, but he developed the little 16-footer jet. You know, the little fadeaway. And guess what? The new Mike, the old Mike, he didn't say, well, you know what? I'm putting up 62. I'm getting discouraged. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all kind of shooting. I'm scoring. I'm winning titles. I'm winning championships. No. He didn't say that. He says I'm not able to do that because the man I am is not taking me to that point. And so I got to reinvent myself. And so he didn't give up. He didn't quit. He reinvented himself. He started playing defense, baby. He started passing, baby. He started shooting instead of just dunking. And guess what? He went from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 championships. And many of us believe had he not retired, he probably would have won 8 titles, baby. That's right, diaper dandy, baby. 8 titles. And so it's your boy E.T. said, number one, you gotta reinvent yourself. Right? If you're not where you want to be, don't quit, don't give up. If you're not getting the goals accomplished, if you're not making your dreams become, don't quit. Reinvent yourself. Listen to what I'm saying. Right now, your boy is in the process of making this book happen, doing the audio book first, and then the written version. I gotta reinvent myself. Yeah, I'm out there, man. You watching me, people are watching me regularly, but I gotta do something different. I'm getting on radio shows now. I'm getting on TV shows. I gotta reinvent myself. If I want to get to where I want to be financially, if I want to get to where I want to be in terms of my goals, open up my own schools. Your boy E.T. is working on his PhD. Even though I'm speaking, I'm doing well, it's not enough. I have to reinvent myself. At first I was getting up at 6, then at 5, then at 4. The other day I got up at 1:30 in the morning. Why? Because I got to reinvent myself. And so I challenge you. If you don't have what you want to have, don't quit, don't give up like MJ, like Michael Jordan. Just reinvent yourself. Number 2, when I travel across the country and I talk to basketball players, right? When I talk to football players, when I talk to baseball players, right? This is what I tell these guys. You are this close to going to the league and making your dreams become a reality. Do yourself a favor. Don't sabotage yourself. Listen to me. You got to hear me. I'm telling you to reinvent yourself. But after you reinvent yourself, I'm telling you, don't sabotage yourself. What do you mean that? I tell my boys, listen to me. If you don't make it to the NBA, let it be because you had an injury, not because you got kicked off the team because academically you weren't where you were supposed to be. That's sabotaging yourself. Right? Don't sleep in, right? When you're supposed to be in practice, that's sabotaging yourself. Don't get a DUI. Don't get kicked off the team because you broken some school policy or some team policy. That's sabotaging yourself. If you get kicked off, let it be because you put in 120%. Somebody was better than you or something happened to you physically and so you couldn't stay in the game. But don't Don't sabotage. Get there on time. As a matter of fact, the Vince Lombardi rule says that if you get there 10 minutes early, you on time. If you get there on time, you already late. Don't sabotage your success. When you get in there and put all your heart, put all your mind, put all your soul, and at the end of the day, you put in 120 and you still didn't get an A, you got a B or you got a C, and then you can walk away feeling good knowing that you put everything you got on the table. You put forth 120%. So don't sabotage yourself by hanging out with the wrong people. Remember, birds of a feather flock together, and eagles and pigeons don't hang out together, baby. All right, once again, it's your boy E.T. And remember, baby, today is your day, man. Today is the beginning of a brand new life. Today is the beginning of making all your dreams become a reality. And how do I know? How do I know? Because I started off as a high school dropout. I started as somebody who was homeless. I started from the bottom, and by God's grace, worked my way up to the top, baby. So if I can do it, you can do it. But listen to me. You got to understand that if you're on your way to the storm, count it joy. If you're in the storm, count it joy. If you're coming out of the storm, count it joy. Because it ain't about the storm. It's about your heart. It's about your mind, and it's about your effort. Everybody goes through a storm. Are you listening to me? As E.T. was blowing up, my mother-in-law got diagnosed with terminal cancer, and they told her she was supposed to die last December, and she's still living. My #1 fan, Sister Turner, while I was blowing up on YouTube, she was dying. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? Life happens. But when the tough get going, when things get tough, man, when things get tough, the tough get going. And I like my man Tip. Tip put it best. Tip said when you're going through trials and tribulations, the best thing you can do is handle it. The worst thing you can do is pay it. Use it to your advantage. Why? Because if you've ever studied that eagle, baby, what you know about that eagle is the eagle flies best when there's storms, when there's wind. Because what does the eagle do? It doesn't have to flap. What it does is it uses the wind from the storm to push it and elevate it. And so I'm here to tell you today, baby, I don't care what your trials are, what your tribulations are, elevate like that airplane. Get beyond the clouds, elevate. Don't worry about your haters. Your haters are like pigeons. And guess what? Pigeons can only fly so high. And so you don't have to worry about people and circumstances and situations. You just fly to a place that they can't go to. You elevate yourself when you fly to a place that nobody else can go to but those who are willing to be successful. So once again, it's your boy E.T. Thank God it's Monday. And look, for those of you who really got heart, if you really got heart, baby, I'm looking to see you Wednesday morning, 5:59. That's right, 5:59 a.m. Listen to me. You can have whatever you like if you're willing to struggle for it. Because remember, without struggle, there is no progress. It's your boy E.T. Thank God it's Monday. Remember, you're not a victim, you're a victor. And if you can look up, you can get up. I'm out. Peace. Of Thank God It's Monday. It's your boy E.T. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. Come in. This edition ain't for everybody. I'm just saying that off the cuff. You heard what I said. This edition is not for everybody, but it's for you. It's some people who still not getting it. Listen to me, man. I don't do Thank God It's Monday. Listen to me. I don't do this just because. Like, I'm not trying to hear myself talk, right? I'm not trying to pump you up, motivate you on Monday. What I'm trying to do is get you transformed. That's right. I'm trying to help you make your dreams become a reality. And I can tell some of y'all still don't get it. Listen to me. You're not getting brownie points for waking up. That's right, on Monday, locking into your boy E.T., watching me, getting pumped up, getting fired up. You're not getting brownie points. Again, I'm not doing this to hear myself talk. I'm trying to get you from one place to the next. That's right. Listen to me. Every Monday when you wake up, you got an opportunity. Opportunity to do what, man? An opportunity to make your dreams become a reality. This is about seizing the moment. This is about taking your game from another level to another level. So listen to me. From Monday to Monday, you ought to be changed. From Monday to Monday, you ought to be transformed. Every week you should get better. Every month you should get better. And I'm telling you, with some people not getting it. You say, E.T., what do you mean? Listen to me. I'm looking at my email, man. You got personal time with E.T. You got personal time with E.T. through emails, through Facebook. And this is what I'm getting. I'm getting people talking to me, a whole page, right? A conversation about their problems. Like, you're not getting it. You're wasting my time. I love you. I love you, and I'm here to make it happen. Listen to me. I'm your motivator. I'm your life coach. I'm your inspirator. But I ain't got time to be worried about your problem. Listen to me. That's not what I do, right? I'm not a psychiatrist, bro. I don't want to know about your problem, because guess what happens? When you telling me about your problems, it's not going to help us to get to the next level. So what I want to know is your future. Like, I want to know, what are your dreams? What are your goals? What are you trying to aspire to? What are you trying to do? See, that's what E.T. trying to do. I'm trying to help you, your life coach, your motivator, your inspirator. A year from now, embrace it. Listen to me. Man, you got to take advantage of this opportunity, man, because sometimes it only comes once in a lifetime. You got to seize it. You got to take advantage of this particular moment. All right. So 2 principles, man. 2 principles. The first one, you got to stop living in the past, bro. We like on treadmill status. Like, we going in circles. That's right. You heard your boy E.T. Like, we going in circles, treadmill. We doing the same thing week after week, month after month. We doing the same thing. My mama calls that insanity. She says, Eric Thomas, if you keep doing what you've always done, expecting different results, then like, you lost your mind. And then those of you, you keep doing exactly what you're doing. You're getting up at the same time you always been getting up on. You're doing the exact same things. You hanging out with the exact same people. Listen to me very closely. You got to get out of the past. You got to stop living in the past. You got to do something different. Again, insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. So E.T. needs you to get off the treadmill of life. That's right. I need you to get off of the treadmill of life, and I need you to get busy. So the first thing I need you to do is stop talking about the past. Why? Because when you're talking about the past, this is what happens, right? We caught, right? We caught up between, we 2 people. We caught up in our past, and we trying to live in our future. Watch this. Because we talking about our past, but then we writing down our goals. This is what I need you to do for me. Get out of the past. I got individuals telling me about what happened when they were young, telling me about bad relationships, talking to me about what happened last year at their job. Get off of that. Get off of that. Now, I'm going to say this to you because I need you to know, E.T., right? I ain't mad at you. But this is the thing I had to learn. I had to learn to get off the past and get into my future. You say, what do you mean, E? Man, I want to make this thing as personal, right? So I told you my story, man. I found out at 12 years old, almost 13, I called my mom one day and said, Ma, who's my real daddy? Right, Ma, just tell me who my real daddy is. Is the man that's raising me, is he my real father? My mother told me, son, I hate to tell you, but the man that's raising you is not your real father. Can I tell y'all something? Man, my life was messed up at 13, at 14, at 15, at 16, at 17. And one day I woke up and you know what I realized? I don't know how many of y'all seen the movie Groundhog Day, right? But your boy E.T. was doing the Groundhog Day. And if you ever watch Bill Murray in the Groundhog Day, what happens is the concept of the movie is he wakes up to the same day every single day. They give him a new chance to start all over again, and he keep waking up to the same day until he gets it. And your boy E.T., man, I was waking up to the same day. That day my mama told me my daddy wasn't my real daddy. I woke up to that exact same day every single day, and it messed up my life. 13 years old, I woke up to that day. It's like I never hung up the phone. But the day I realized, you know what? This is not my real father. But take advantage of the fact that you had him in your life and go get your real daddy if that's what you want. But you can't keep holding your mother hostage. You can't keep holding your mother hostage. You can't keep being upset about that incident, right? I took one day and turned to 5 years. One moment. Talking to my mom, yes, it was painful. Yes, it hurt. My man left you. Yes, it hurts. You got a divorce. Yes, it hurts. You lost a good job. Yes, it hurts, but get over it. Because if you can't get over it, you're going to keep living that day over and over and over. And every time you try to get to your new goals, every time you try to get to your future, you'll never get to your future because you're stuck in your past. All right, number two, I need you to do me a huge favor. Number two, I need you to avoid environments, all right, that bring up your past, all right? Movies, all right, letters that you got, friends, places, just whatever it is, I need you to do me a favor. Don't put yourself in environments that bring up your past. I need you to stay as far away from your past as possible. Number two, I need a huge favor from you. Listen to me. If you find yourself thinking about the past, if you find yourself getting caught up in those thoughts, those negative thoughts, right? I need you to let them go immediately. You heard what I said. You got discipline. Cast down every thought, right? Every vain imagination that will set itself up against your present, against your future. Let it go. So as soon as you start thinking those negative thoughts, I need you to immediately let them go. Now you got to do me a favor. You just can't let them go. You got to replace them with stuff. Replace them with what? Your dreams, your goals, right? Those things you want to do in the present, those things you want to do in your future. So number one, get out of those environments, man. All right, get out of those environments. Number two, listen to me very closely. Number two, you got to, as soon as those thoughts come, you got to erase those thoughts. You got to be strong enough not to entertain those thoughts. Like, oh, girl, I know. Call somebody, girl, you ain't going to believe what happened. No, don't do that. Don't call, don't do that. I need you to avoid those situations. And finally, I need you to replace those situations with something positive, right? You better catch this last one, too. This last one is so important. The last one is so important. This is what happens when you're dealing with the past, right? When you're dealing with your past, it's something called gravity, right? So you got your future up here, you got your past down here. And when you grab your past, right, and you try to use your past and pick your past up so you can get to your future, because of gravity, what happens is your past usually pull you down. And so while you trying to pull your past up and trying to get to your future goals because of gravity, while you hold on to it and you trying to lift it up, 9 out of 10, it pulls you down. So let your past go. It's over. Yep, mama didn't tell me who my daddy was. It's over. I got a choice. I can make a decision to forget about the past, forget those things which are behind, and press toward the mark of a higher calling. You heard your boy, press toward the mark of a higher calling. Once again, it's your boy E.T. with another edition of Thank God It's Monday. Remember, baby, you got to seize the moment. Man, you only got one shot. One shot. And Monday ain't about motivation. It ain't about pumping you up. It ain't about making you feel good. It's about transformation. My grandma used to say, when you know better, you do better. So you know better now, so you better do better. Listen to me, you can have whatever you like. That's right, you can have whatever you like or whatever you're willing to struggle for. It's your boy E.T. I'm out. Thank God it's Monday. edition of Thank God It's Monday. That's right, it's your boy E.T., your motivator, your inspirator, your life coach. Guess what? I'm back. That's right, baby. I'm back. Man, I want to apologize to everybody and say thank you. I know we did a throwback. We put some pieces together, but it was not your boy live indirect. But y'all know what it do. E.T. was in Miami making it happen. That's right. I don't even have a voice right now. Your boy lost his voice. I was doing 5 messages a day. That's right. Prisons, at-risk schools, in the urban hoods, doing it, baby. So I just want to send a mad shout out, hey, to my boy Tyrese Gibson. My man called me. That's right. Tyrese called me from the set. That's right. Fast and Furious. My man put my stuff up on Twitter. It blew up. Hey, man, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to see Fast and Furious, I'm going to see it all. Hey, y'all better support my boy because he's doing it. So Tyrese, hey, man, mad shout out. Listen to me before we go to TGIM. Thank you so much for pushing my stuff out there. Hey, your boy made it, and I'm not even a rapper, to World Star Hip Hop because of you, and we got 30,000 hits in one day because of you. Hey, so keep pushing it, keep getting it out. Now, look, come here. I told you it's about empowerment this year, right? We're doing empowerment, so I got 2 pieces for y'all today. 2, all right? Here go my first one. Listen, we already talked about cultivating your dreams, nourishing your dreams, right? But y'all got to do me a favor, man. I'm getting these calls. I'm getting sick and tired of people hitting me up saying, E.T., man, I'm tired. I want to give up. I'm ready to quit, man. I love you. But listen to me, God. You don't need E.T., right? Look, I'm not mad that I got to come to you Monday. I'm not mad I got to pump you up, get you going. But for real, man, you got it in you. All right, so the first thing we did, we talked about the power of forward thinking. And what was that? That's the ability to go into your life 10 years in advance, 20 years in advance, see exactly where you want to be. We talked about that. We talked about dreaming, the power of imagination, seeing yourself doing it. But now your boy E.T., listen to me, you can't stay 10 years, 20 years in your future. Now you got to come back to your present and you got to walk it out. That's right. I said you got to walk it out. So I'm going to give you 2 principles on cultivating and nourishing your dreams, baby, because you got to be careful what you feed your dreams. Like, your dreams will never become a reality if you feeding it Twinkie. That's right, cupcakes, baby. Listen to me, you can't be giving it hot Cheetos, right? So a dream is important. We go into the future, we gonna see it, we gonna make it happen, but you gotta nourish it, man. Whatever you put in, that's what's gonna come out. All right, so my 2 things for you today, real quick, you gotta catch it. The first one, man, is you gotta have an appetite for what you wanna do. You gotta have an appetite, man. You heard me say those secrets to success, you gotta want it, but listen to what I'm saying. You gotta have an appetite, and your appetite for it's gotta be so strong that when you feel the pain, you can get through the pain, you can get through the struggle to get to it, but first you gotta have an appetite. You say, E.T., what do you mean by that? Listen to me, man. I'm tired. I work at Michigan State University. I'm tired of students coming to me saying, Eric, I'm an engineer, but it's not working out. I said, look, you can't be an engineer. You don't have an appetite for math. I want to be a doctor, E.T. You can't be a doctor. You don't have an appetite for the sciences. So there's no way you're going to be an engineer and you don't like math. It's not going to happen. There's no way you're going to be a doctor and you don't like the sciences. Now, what it is you in love with that money. You in love with that paper. So somebody told you if you became an engineer, you could make $90,000. If you became a doctor, you could make $200,000 a year. I'm here to tell you today, you will never make it in life if you're not doing what you're passionate about. If you're not hungry for it, if you don't want it as bad as you want to breathe, it won't happen. So do me a favor. You remember Mike Tyson? You remember Mike Tyson? I told y'all this story before. Watch this, man. This is so deep that Buster Douglas was the first one to knock Mike Tyson out. Why did he knock him out? He knocked him out because he was hungry for it. Why was he hungry for it? Listen to me. You saw it. Bam, Tyson was beat my man, knocked my man down. My man barely got up on the 10th count, right? Then he came back a couple rounds later and he knocked Mike Tyson down to the ground. Mike got the thing in his mouth. Mike got knocked out. I said, nobody had ever seen Mike get knocked out. They asked Buster Douglas, how did you do it? Buster Douglas said, I was hungry for it. I wanted it. Why? Because I told my mama before she died that I was going to beat Mike Tyson. And so you got to be hungry for it because you're going to get knocked down. Let me tell you something. Mike Tyson in life, Mike Tyson in real life, he gonna knock you out. You could be in school, your mama die. You could be in school, your grandma die. You could be in school and all of a sudden your parents, listen to me, I work at Michigan State University. We saw thousands of students whose parents lost their job at GM, at Ford, at Chrysler. Their parents was broke, couldn't pay for them to go to school. You gonna get hit by life. Life is gonna knock you down. But the difference between those of us who get knocked down and get back up, we have an appetite for it. So number one, man, you better hear what I'm saying. You gotta have an appetite for it. Michael Jordan, we saw Mike putting up 50. We saw Mike putting up 60. Mike was killing him in basketball. He won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 championships and would have won 8 if he didn't retire. But watch this, man. We thought Mike was the best athlete that ever laced up some shoes until we saw Mike play baseball. And when Mike played baseball, he couldn't make it in Chicago White Sox. They put him in AAA. He couldn't even make it in AAA. My man didn't even have the athleticism to make it in AAA baseball. Why? Because that wasn't what he was passionate about. You got to hear what I'm saying. It's something about passion that take your game to the next level. So number one, if you want to cultivate your dreams, if you want to make your dreams become real, if you want to nourish them babies, if you want to take care of them, you gotta have an appetite for it. Stop saying you want to do stuff because everybody else is doing it. Look, stop picking your careers. Stop picking your dreams. Stop picking your goals because other people have done it and they're successful at it. And get your own mind. You be you. That's right. You heard it straight from your boy. Stop being a copycat. Stop being a fake. That's right. Stop being a wannabe. Stop being what everybody else is trying to be. And I dare you to be you. The worst thing in the world is a copycat. All right. So what do I mean by that? I'm at Michigan State University. I got thugs. Guys acting like thugs. You can't be a thug and a scholar at the same time. Like, you can't be on a college campus and be thugged out, baby. You either a thug and you in the hood, or you a scholar and you at school. So number one, baby, get an appetite for it. Number two, if you want to cultivate your dreams, right? Listen to me. If you want to nourish your dreams, if you want to guarantee yourself success, number two, what you got to do for me, man, you got to stop sleeping with the enemy. That's what I said. Stop sleeping with the enemy. Stop crying. Stop crying about, this ain't working for me, that ain't working. You got to stop sleeping with the enemy. All right? And what a lot of us are doing, man, we're connecting ourselves with things that are not going to allow us to be successful. We are connected to the enemy, man. And you got to cut every single cord that binds you to failure. Every single cord that binds you to fear. So you say, E.T., what are you talking about? Hey, it depends. It depends on who I'm talking about. It's some of you, man, you know, listen to me. You're smoking weed, right? You might be using crack. I don't know. You're an alcoholic. That's right. You watching me right now, and you're addicted to alcohol. You're addicted to drugs. You say, E.T., you ain't never talked about that. You're right, but today I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it. You cannot sleep with the enemy and be successful. You gotta every cord that binds you to failure, every cord that binds you to fear, you gotta cut it, baby. So I'm saying that some folks saying, E.T., man, there ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed. Listen to me, when you're trying to get to the next level of success, you don't ask yourself what's wrong with it. You ask yourself what's right with it. That's right, I'm gonna say it again. When you're trying to get to another level of success, you don't ask the question, well, I don't see nothing wrong with it. The question you ask is what's right with it. How is doing what I'm going to do help me to make my goals? I saw 5 years. I saw 10 years from now. I saw 20 years from now happen. Is alcohol gonna do it? If it's not, you gotta let it go. If TV watching, listen to me, if you're watching so much TV that it's stopping you from making your dreams become real, you gotta stop watching it. Now, when I watch the game, I never watch the first, I never watch the second, I never watch the third quarter. Why? Because Kobe's making his dreams become a reality. My man LeBron has left the building. He left Cleveland to go to Miami to blow up. I'm not in Miami making money, so I might watch the fourth quarter. Why? Because I'm doing stuff in the first, second, and third to blow myself up. I'm doing something in the first, the second, and third to make Eric Thomas' dreams become a reality. So you gotta cut the cords, bro. Any and everything. Listen to me. And your Fab Five, if you got friends in your Fab Five that are not helping you to make your dreams become, you better cut them, because you can't sleep with the enemy and think you're gonna be successful. So you gotta cut it all. I told you before, if sleep is an enemy, you better let it go. If you sleep at 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day and it's stopping you from making your dream, cut it. So my last one, you better get it, man. Stop sleeping with the enemy. I want you to do a checklist. Man, I came home from Miami, man. I came home, went in my bedroom. My girl has switched everything out the bedroom. She got new curtains. She got new figurines in there. She done took stuff out. Man, that bedroom is looking sweet, bro. I thought I was in a resort or somewhere. What am I telling you? Clean your closet. Clean the closet. I want you to go in your closet and everything you're not wearing, I want you to get rid of it. Everything that is not of importance to your dream. Now, I'm not talking about real clothes. I'm not talking about real shoes. I'm talking about in life, the junk in your life. The stuff in your life that's holding you back, that's keeping you from going to the next level. I want you to go. Spring cleaning. You say, but it ain't spring. We go in the winter. Listen to me. Metaphorically, go in your closet and clean it up. Get everything out there you ain't wearing. Everything that's not of a redeemable value. Everything that you're not getting something for, I need you to let it go. Why? Because who decides, and who decides who decides? I'm going to say it slow. I know. You didn't catch it. Who decides And who decides? Who decides that Jordan costs $150, right? Who makes that up when most shoes only cost 30 or 40? Somebody made it up. But watch this. When it comes to your dreams and your goals, who decides? You decide. You decide what to put in. You decide what to take out. You decide how much success or how much failure you're going to have. All right? So listen to me. Number one, you got to have an appetite for it. If you ain't passionate about it, let it go. Number two, stop sleeping with the enemy. Anything in your life that ain't right and holding you back from doing what you're supposed to do, let it go. Once again, it's your boy E.T. with another edition of Thank God It's Monday. Listen to me. Don't cry about it. Don't cry to give up. Cry to keep going. And remember, you can have whatever you like. That's right. I said it. Somebody said, E.T., that's not the truth. I worked hard. I struggled, and I still don't have it. Listen to me. You can have it. You might have to be patient. I've been doing this thing for 20 years before I got on World Star Hip Hop. Before I started blowing up, I was doing it for 20 years before the internet came out, before Facebook came out, before YouTube, and I never stopped. I never gave up. So if it take 5, if it take 10, if it take 15, if it take 20, if it take 30, it doesn't matter how long it take. Why? Because you're passionate about it, and you're not doing it to blow up. You're doing it because that's what you're passionate about, and guess what? It's going to blow you up. So remember, you can have whatever you like, but you got to be willing to struggle for it. I'm sorry, you can have whatever you're willing to struggle for without struggle, there is no progress. It's your boy E.T. Thank God it's Monday. Hey, and for those of you who really got heart, I see you 6 o'clock in the morning. That's right, 6 o'clock in the morning. Go to ETTheHipHopPreacher.com. I'll say it again, slow. E.T., and you should already know it, thehiphoppreacher.com. Hit E.T.'s Corner. Wake up with me at 6 o'clock in the morning where I'm teaching leaders how to be leaders. That's right, where we're champion leaders. So we're going to help you to cultivate and nourish your dreams. So get up 6 o'clock in the morning and know the revolution will not be televised. I'm not recording it. I'm not taping it. You can't see it later. This is for those who are willing to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Let's get it. Thank God it's Monday.
Gotta do it right. And it's something that we think you want to tonight.
What's up, y'all? I'm just now finishing. It's 6:14. I started this workout about 6 months ago, and it started to develop into what you're seeing today. I have very bad spasms, and I'm taking a maximum of baclofen, maximum of Dantriol, a lot of clozapam, but I still wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and stay up until about 9 because I'm trying to get something done. I'm trying to get something accomplished in my life. I know you see me sometimes I did more reps. Sometimes I feel like I got more in me, or sometimes I just forget what rep I'm on. I want to make sure I can get them all in. And the one thing I figured out by working out, once you pass pain, your will takes over. And once your will take over, it's easy, it's simple. And I started this because I figured that rehab wasn't enough. Going to rehab twice a week for an hour, that's not enough to get me where I want to be, back on my feet. So you got to do it at home. You got to go out to the pool. You got to go out to the weight room and go to rehab. In my next video, I'll be showing you my core workout.